is up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream from the side of lordbathura to the side of your. How is everybody doing on this marvelous Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Good morning. What is up? What is up? Hello, Divyansh. Hello, Siddhartha. What is up, boys? How you doing? कभी ना जाओ छोड़ कर ये दिल कभी बरा नहीं. Hello Vivek, hello Harsh, how you doing? Hello, good afternoon Ram. I'm doing good. Hello America. How you doing? G's group is crazy. Wait, what's happening in the G's group though? What's happening in the G's group? Bro, I'm already ready when the G's lecture. Yes, sir. How you doing? I'm doing good, Vivek. How you doing, brother? I'm doing good, Vivek. How you doing? Who wins DRX? I mean, I want G to win, bro. Not gonna lie. Of course, I want G to win, dude. Let's see, hopefully, who wins. I don't want G to win, obviously. Fendi. I 100% want G to win, dude. I don't know about others. Boom is going crazy, to be honest. I swear, bro. Boom, I saw what is happening with Boom. Crazy, no? They're actually going crazy, bro. Tornado dress was so good, they banned Lamar. G group में क्या हो रहा है? Oh, G's group as in. Oh shit, ऐसा बोल रहे हो? I thought G's group as in something else too. But बेचारा, I feel so bad. I felt so bad. I could be the one you talk to when you're feeling down. Boom is 3-0. Holy shit. Holy shit. Boom beat Genji, Boom beat G, Boom beat PRX, Boom beat everybody, baby. Holy shit. So PRX lost all the 3 games? What the fuck is happening with PRX, dude? Nothing wrong with PRX, bro. Something's wrong with PRX, yo. I'm super happy for DOS9 though. Fuck yeah, DOS9 से बात करके दोस्ती करना था. Drugs, what the fuck? No change of game style and stats same like that. Oh. Boom qualified after losing Ascension, got plan to be honest. Yo, yeah. It Boom came because that other team got kicked out, no? New coach what now? Apparently Juvenile since Juvenile left, I think Elevated is their head coach now, no? One, two, three. There are 3 Philippines. Shut up, Preston. Yes. Performance coach. Just bleed, yeah. Because of bleed when going, yeah. देखा था वो. Head coach is out. Yeah, head coach is out. Now coach is वही है ना, coach. Now coach, this coach is only this coach now. The assistant coach is now the main coach apparently. Yes, your Tico must भाई. Why Juvenile got banned, bro? Juvenile got banned because of unstoppable risk, bro. Just like me. Hi. She's so cute, bro. What are you even doing?
I had a different gym. Switch out the focus, it's not for the kid. Used to be rapping in closets with pillows and blankets, but they've always slept on my shit. I done gave everything to the bands. It just get lonelier in the stress. No, I'ma hold a rice in my hand. Might just go turn her ass to a fan. Yeah, necessity never no greed. No, I'm worth more than it seems. You average my shit.
So
is
throwing
mean.
each other spike.
Cause I keep a chip on.
You know what happened with Bleed? Bleed apparently they couldn't pay their staff and OC one, na Bleed ke saath. No? DRX 20 by the way, no ATG. No, of course, bro. You're in a safest space in India, bro. You're in a space where voicing out opinions is not wrong. You should not blindly go like a herd of goats supporting whichever the team you want to. No, bro, chill. You can support whatever the team you want. In case you're going overboard, I will stop you. Hello, Mega Boy. How you doing? Last match, Assassin could work so hard if you are coach just it will be. Oh. If you want to pick 5 best Indian players, whom will you choose? If I want to pick 5 best Indian players, who will I choose? I would choose Lightning Fast, Techno, Rossi. Lightning Fast, Techno, Rossi, Venka. Lightning Fast, Techno, Rossi, Venka. Amaterasu. I mean, if Amaterasu is still competing, I'm try to scare the junior with other teams and make the 4 picks. Do you think the 12-month ban is fair, bro? I don't want to comment anything, bro. I mean, when you're in a position where when you're in a position where when you're in a position where your opinion matters. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a really big streamer, but my opinion has more to do than any other public's opinion without a face out in the public as a public figure, right? So I wouldn't want to complain or comment anything about the opinion. I think my close people know my opinion and I comments. I'm PR trained, bro. DM not anymore, bro. I mean DM is still one of the best aimers in India. DM had the solo power of putting India on the global map. Deathmaker is one of the best aimers and the best players. One of the best aimers the country had to offer, but unlucky, bro. He solely had a chance to put India on the global map. Easily. Easily. Do you know who Deathmaker is, by the way, guys? Do you know who Deathmaker is? Do you know do you guys don't know who Deathmaker is, no? I'll show you who Deathmaker is at a point. This was who Deathmaker was, by the way. Deathmaker played Counter Strike for PERIPHERALS. Just saying. That where he is now, it's crazy, dude. NB Ion, American and Indian player variant. NB Ion? Huh? NB Ion? Who's this? Yeah, what about him though? What about him? Where do you see the all act ranks? Where is performance? Nice race. So good. Who's he though? American citizen with Indian player. He was trying for something. वाकले वाकले तो क्या ही कर सकते हैं भाई. Wakle's parents didn't let him play, bro. Wakle was one of the most strongest players in the Indian circuit. But bro, there's a lot of things that went south for India in terms of everything else you see, bro. If we Indians didn't technically, why I'm so astonished about the Indian market is, and I think I'm in a position where I can say, I can comment about this and be cool about it, because in India, the amount of money we pay, if you pay 60 to 70% of the money to an import who comes in, right, he's going to perform still better than us, because India's in a point where we went so up because of Valorant going so high and VLT and G's numbers going so high. The market became so inflated where everything became related to money. Everything resonated with money. They were now willing, you're not playing for lesser pay, you're not playing for this and that. I mean, I understand, but you got to understand that you're not doing shit apart from India also. I mean, all the pro players are going to be super pissed at me saying, how the fuck can Bathura say something like this? Bathura does not even play the game, bro, because I've been a guy who's on the inside. I mean, I was a guy on the outside who was a fan of all your gameplay. Then I came to the inside. Then I saw everybody doing everything, and then I'm fucking disappointed. Disappointful as fuck what you guys are doing. American citizen with Indian player he was trying for something, bro. Let it, bro. They can do anything they want, man. I mean, technically, bro. As long as India gets their hunger back, nothing is gonna happen. Hopefully, my team, hopefully VLT has the hunger. Hopefully, the Revenant right now has the hunger to do something and get back to the roles. I mean, you come to a point where you don't even realize why you started playing the game. You started playing the goddamn game because you were having fun and because you couldn't actually sleep without playing the game enough. Then it came to a point where if any org is giving you lesser, of course you shouldn't settle for less. I agree, right? I mean, if your value is 1 lakh per month, you need to get 1 lakh per month. But understandable that Orgs are also not sustainable. It's like a yin yang thing. Orgs are not able to sustain players because the players are not able to have sustainable orgs. I'm not saying only the players are wrong. The org structure is wrong. Gaming is still a taboo in India. You say gaming to 100 random people who don't know about gaming, 50% or above will think gaming is equal to gambling. Before it used to be 80%, now it's 50%. We're slowly evolving. It is easily going to take 3 to 5 years where everybody will come to know what gaming is. And I'm 100% sure by the time our kids come up, right, gaming is actually a sustainable thing here. Being SRH fan doesn't even hurt to see the team losing. We've gone through 21 and stick with Orange Army. I am not an SRH fan, bro, and I don't SRH fan. Because of one single guy called Sharan Kalyankar in moderator group, I don't like any SRH fan. We're having the worst seasons of a lifetime, bro. What the fuck are we doing? What is CSK even doing?
DRX playing today, and I wanted to talk to Mako to
What
hear his
about
thoughts
Rafi?
before the
What
game
about him?
begins. Hello, Mako. How are you?
Hello, I'm so busy.
You busy? No interview?
Talk to a new face.
New face? Where?
Hey, it's me.
Oh, hi. Good to see you. Will you be playing today? Oh, it's a secret.
I'm also sad about CSK. Sad, hai, bhai. Bro, you saw G's reel today? No. Instagram? I don't know why imagine only blame on the entire top and middle order is shitting. I mean, bro, 100%, bro. Whoever's the topmost person is the ones who gets the most applaud when we're winning and the most hate when we're losing. It's simple. That's how everything works. That's how everything works. G is rightly currently the top Indian team. I mean, the only Indian team which went there. So everybody's supporting them. When they won that first game, GE literally got celebrated like India won the World Cup. Immediately, when they lost the next one, they got trashed upon because that's how we Indians are. We're very warm-blooded people. Right in Twitch chat, who's gayer? EMA got the best host desk, agree. But today GD or GH ऐसी? है बच्चों कॉलेज में हो फिर भी देख रहा हूँ देखो मेरा डेडिकेशन भविष भाई लव यू यार love you. I mean it could be anything bro. Hello Rohit. I mean hopefully I didn't hurt anybody's feelings about if this match wins support will increase or else like Karma Indian player. Yeah, it's the same match.
It's sort of like
for you.
it's like so bad that
Ah, my leg is paining so much. Guys, you don't mind if I sit with my don't mind, right? If I sit with my foot up top. Can somebody type in chat? Lord Bathura is sitting in this weird position because his ankle is twisted and he needs to keep it elevated. So I can pin it. What does Juvenile see? Juvenile has been banned by the Riot's Code of Conduct. He's banned. Let me zoom in. Okay. My leg is actually hurting, dude. I don't know why. Got a bit better. Deep reason madhe. It's actually hurting a lot. Why no audience in VCT America? Pata nahi?
You.
I don't know about the Ascension competitive level. What do you think about VLT versus other Ascension? In India, I'm very confident. Ascension also, I'm confident. It's in their hands, regardless of following their practice.
close but no cigar for PRX. Boom managed to top the table.
I'm not
3-0.
following
the
their.
first team to clinch that playoff spot in Group Alpha, so they'll be feeling
I'm not
very,
following
very
their
good
practice
now.
sessions
So
a
they
lot
do have
also.
2 more games left, but you can
From
kind
them,
of
bro.
take it slightly
What happened to your
easier, I
leg?
suppose.
What happened to my
I
leg?
don't know if you get a bonus going top of the group.
I had
So
an
maybe
injury
they
while
might
playing
wanna keep
badminton.
pushing. But regardless, knowing
I
that
had
you're
an
safe
injury
was
while
a
playing
nice
badminton.
boost
What happened?
for that team. And then we see towards the bottom end of that where we have DFM PRX still fighting.
Like how twisted Batu? Badminton
Yeah, but you
injury.
see the difference in them, like -6 to -3. PRX is
Badminton
taking
injury.
maps against Gen G, DRX, Boom, so they played all of the better teams in theory in the group, and they're still taking maps, they're still making it look like some winnable series, they're getting better round difference than what you're seeing DFM get, so let's see how they go in the next 2 games.
Badminton injury, don't play. Comma, it happened when I was in a date with your mother, bro.
Do matter as well.
G has the worst bracket with Gen G DRX. Yeah, I mean, what do you mean worst bracket, bro? You're gonna meet them anytime or the other.
It was Talon versus
Not the
Nongshim.
worst.
All the Talons picked Nongshim except Quack and myself, who.
Hi Aryan. अन्ना ने कुछ और रीजन दिया था वो तो क्या दिया था अन्ना ने भाई बता दो क्या दिया था I mean we got boom from Ascension we know the level I want to go win this match so bad yeah RNT ने मंका को भी ले लिया sound yeah bro I don't know dude why I said you didn't take yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to speak about it but I thought Venkatesh was going to I genuinely thought Venkatesh was going but you got called for coaching G yeah like, coaching did I just say coaching and sure yeah I got a call for coaching G bro they wouldn't pay me 3 lakhs a month fuck off अन्ना ने क्या रीजन दिया था Venka's good to be honest. Yeah, Venka's great, dude. What do you? Venka's actually great. And जो 5 लाख पे हूँ मैं. Shit. Shit.
I mean, for me, when we look at newcomers coming into stage 1, the one
Hello,
I want to
Hottie.
highlight the most is Crazy Guy for me, because I was a doubter of Crazy Guy initially. I have to say, after seeing him play against when he was a part of
I just want to
Leeds,
go to another.
last
Hopefully
year,
we do
to see
this.
him come into this RRQ team looks like a completely different player in my mind. He's calling very, very smoothly. His individual
By the
level
way,
is
chat.
incredibly high, and I think
Chat nahi, especially Koma and Rohit. You guys know what gift I want for my birthday, so please make it
the
happen.
right direction. So as
Thank
a
you.
newcomer for stage 1, very, very
Rohit,
impressive.
no way to
Crazy
Apple
Guy,
Pencil
my
chera.
hat goes off to him.
Yeah, I think he's
Rohit,
been doing
you
a
are
lot of
giving me an
grinding
Apple
in the
Pencil for
challenges
sure.
scene. He's someone that's been around for a long time and has a bit of a cult history kind of name to him.
Only T-Bone
for
can
those
put
that
G.
know and
Girlfriend?
as old as I am. So I think his pickup was a good one. He's been like top 2 the last couple of splits of challenges there.
Rohit is gifting me Apple Pencil for birthday. How much is an Apple Pencil here? What's the difference between... What's the difference? What is the difference, dude? I want to know the difference. क्या नहीं है rotation squeeze ये सब नहीं चाहिए सब नहीं चाहिए. Wait, that's it? What? For supported. Mama, thank you, Mama. Thank you, Rohit. Love you. Ask Rohit, he knows the difference. What will you do with pencil, Batu? Bro, I don't know what I'll do with it, bro, but I just... I don't know. I genuinely don't know what I'll do with it, but I just need it. Hey, lovely. Huh? Hey, bro.
Expectations, and he doesn't really look like a rookie at all to Pacific.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is where I feel like a lot of people have inherent tier 1
Maybe I
bias,
say
but at the
optical.
end of the day, you look at these players that you pick up from the challenger scene and the SEA scene, Patman, Crazy Guy, Killua, they come into tier 1 guys, they're second-rate players at all. There's a lot of players that, in my mind, belong in this league that are playing in tier. More of these players deserve a shot and deserve a chance and deserve a move up, and I hope that seeing them perform like Killua.
अच्छा full screen करो. You just feel so sad that no matter what G does, they're always stuck down there. बोल रहे क्या हमारा हाथ में अप्सरा पेंसिल आल्सो हमारा कुछ मतलब चैट इनमें से कोई आईटी में है क्या? आईटी में अच्छे पोजीशन में है कोई काम में? बट एक्चुअली एक हेल्प चाहिए, दोस्त के लिए जॉब ढूंढना है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल रोहित, आई डोंट इवन थिंक यू आर अप्लाइंग फॉर जॉब्स ब्रो. टेक्निकली विद द अमाउंट ऑफ एक्सपर्टीज यू हैव, यू शुड गेट जॉब्स वेरी इजीली.
For having this huge internal academy system where the second a Korean player looks even remotely good, they sign them and
और iPad Pro, Apple Pencil Pro तक नहीं चाहिए.
put together something very good.
Now,
चाहिए मेरा opinion.
DRX is coming into the building. So DRX has done something very interesting here. They've plucked a guy from RRQ and returned him back to DRX. I ran into their CEO, Ken Yang, in the lift just now, and he's like, it kind of fits. Estrella has been really close to us for a really long time, so it's
Read
not,
Drew
it
message
doesn't
again.
feel weird just slotting him in.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of negative sentiment around Australia. To be
Hey, lovely. Hey, lovely. Hey, lovely. Mom, predictions. Hope G wins, bro.
maps where he was actually looking.
Oh,
pretty
shit, we have a new
far,
player?
I'll say. So I don't mind this pickup. I don't think that Bane did necessarily anything bad.
Still, I used to play for RRP, yeah.
Looks good so far, and Australia
But
is
the
going to be
lucky item is
replacing
too
him at
hard
least for
for the
this
guy
game
to-
that we can see, and I'd imagine
Way
role-wise
too
for
hard
a
for
lot of
the
the
guy.
roles. But I think
It's
a
too
fine
hard
pickup,
for the
and I
hat,
think
you know
this
what
is
I
maybe just a little
mean,
bit of a
bang?
fine-tune from DRX, if anything.
I mean, I think even if we look outside of Australia, it's hard to doubt the kind of grander structure that DRX provide. I think in general, when they make changes in a way, you kind of have to trust it, because even a lot of these younger players were kind of doubted in this pickup. You know, they moved away from that old school Vision Strikers-esque era, signing younger players, signing rookies, and they continue to make it work. So I think
The accent got me out.
the benefit of the doubt that they know what they're doing, and this was the team that won kickoff after all. So
Oh, yeah.
something's going very right for DRX right now.
And Mako, that we've heard the update there, will be IGLing today. How the call will be split, we don't yet know yet. We'll find out more as the game goes on. On the opposing side will be Global Esports. I also
Apart from
ran
G,
into
any
them
other
in
favorite
a
teams?
different eliminator.
PRX,
I'm just
dude. PRX is playing like shit.
Well, yeah, well, it kind of worked out. I got a little insight from them, and he looked a little bit worried. He's like, I'm a little nervous going against DRX.
Yeah.
Understandably.
They haven't lost yet.
Yeah,
Of course you're going to be nervous.
it's totally understandable. But that said, they have a lot of really good players on their team. It's a 6-man roster, as I understand it here. But last week, we saw a little bit of a
Hello,
fumble come
what's
from-
VLT's next match?
Yeah, I mean, this
Bro,
was a
May
roster
10th
a
के
lot of
बाद है.
people were excited about, right? And myself
Hi,
included. I really
Tectony.
like how they approached their off-season, this casting of the wide net in their kind of scouting
Whichever
process. I
teams
thought it was
that to
great to
support
be able
GG
to
for
do
them.
that.
Fuck
And,
you,
we
Pumba.
saw the likes of Crystal and
Fuck
Pappy
you,
being
bro.
picked up,
Dude.
which are players that we've both rated for quite some time. So we were very, very excited by this. And, you know, they started week 1 strong by defeating
Oh, the
DFM.
leg is getting
But
better,
then last
bro.
week, I
It's
think it
not
also
really bad.
tells a different story.
I think for GE, for me, I'm sold on Kelly S. I think he's fantastic. Udathan
Oh, yeah, bro.
is very
Kelly S
good
is
as
playing
well.
insane, bro.
Crystal, I'm a little
Oh,
bit
you
worried
better
about
eye
his
for race.
comms a little bit, and some
CSK
games
G,
he's not as
PRX,
good as he
Vinamma,
was
Savale
in Tier
Munnaru.
2, but he is still fine
Who do you
for
think
me.
should step
I
up
think
for G?
Papi is someone that
Who do you think should step up for G? Bro, though. Everybody should step up everywhere, bro.
been
ऐसा कुछ
struggling.
नहीं है, एक बंदा मारने से जीत जाएगा तो वैन जो उसको ही डालो. चल दो सारे games.
I used to
Good afternoon, Batu. Please support DRX today. Thanks.
And
But you
there
stopped.
hasn't been very much Latin pop going on in the talent room lately. So yeah, I think both Papi and Patrick Hu are having a rougher
Good
time.
one is just too
particularly in
good,
that
but
last
I mean,
game,
bro,
just
I'm
in
the,
general,
the one who's thrown me off guard in terms of performance alone is Kelly S, bro. Holy shit, the guy's good. Patrick, who was a VLT player, yeah. Patrick, who was Yokam, bro, VLT.
with unproven experience, step up into Pacific and do really well.
Came and told us that he's
That
getting an
happens.
offer
So
from.
I think for me, Patrick Hu,
Yeah, please take it up. Should take it up.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk more
Yeah,
about the
it's safe, yes,
Southeast
yes,
Asian
man.
rookies in particular in a
How
bit.
much is the
But
G, Jesse?
DRX, if they win this match today, they're going to tie with their previous longest win streak, which I believe was 7 wins in 2023. So that means they're up to 6 consecutive wins. And of course,
That's the size chart. Excel. Need a number too, dude. I don't get a number. Don't get a number? Dude, what? I don't get a number. I don't get a number, bro. 2K with the taxes.
for themselves. Is it too easy for DRX? Is that what's going on?
So I know me and you we have very contrasting opinions about this.
69. No, my number's 96. My number's 96. So sometimes ladies first. 5XL, what the fuck? Yeah, bro. My chest size is 52. Bro, from 54 I dropped to 52. Have some goddamn respect.
That man played a lot of Sova, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Australia play Sova. Can Australia play Sova as much? I'm not sure. Do we even need to play Sova, or are we just going to slam freeing on Teo every game and call it a day? Because that might be the way to go. Breach Sova, breach Teo every map. Maybe play a little bit more double controller than we were before. Honestly,
Urutan is just too much a great future like other franchise team, will look not for him. I mean, technically he shouldn't go there. So that is one more thing, bro. The more players you start replacing, the more times you have to start back from scratch again.
Role within this team, but what do you make of that, Big Time?
I think Urutan has been the standout GE for me. And in kickoff, we saw him play this duelist.
I dropped like 6 kgs and went to 48 from 54. Young is still hitting, yeah. My bad, bro. Didn't mean to offend. I didn't.
Game where he was on.
I dropped like 6 kgs this month to 48 from 54. What the fuck? Why you at 48 kilos, bro? And showed my right thigh weighs 48. Put on some weight, dude. I mean, put on good weight.
I said it in kickoff when
Don't put on fat.
Seen him play. Just put him on the duelist at some point and put Darion back in the lineup if you're not finding success, because this guy was pretty sick. He had some off games towards the end of kickoff, I will admit, but for the most part, when you put Urutan on the duelist, he is
my right thigh is 48, man.
Sure. The best in Pacific.
Yeah,
now, another thing that is always going to factor into a win-loss for these teams, of course, is the map draft, and this is
Louis
really
Vuitton
interesting
shoes?
at the start. And
I
break
don't want to
down
see
their
boring
map
ass
draft and
maps.
their thoughts on it.
Thank you. I don't want to see
Of
Pearl.
course, they're both very confident with it. And
Thank you. I didn't want to see
one was
Icebox
right,
as well.
so
Can I see like Ascent or something, yo?
So DRX, they're going to ban Pearl. That's kind of their perma.
Can I see like Lotus, yo? Lotus Hayne, na? Split. Can I see like Haven Band, yo?
And DRX has gone.
I see like some Haven Band, yo.
Let's give that a crack. They did play it themselves recently as well against DFM. But if you're getting a win against DFM, I'm going to need to also see you play someone else for reasons.
Yeah. It's always kind of risky when you decide to change your veto like this.
Pain is same as the first day. No, bro. It's reduced a
In a
lot.
way, you kind of have to expect your opponents to go, okay, right, well,
Why my
take it
Baba
as
ho gaya
how
bhai
good
chod?
you managed to improve
What
on
I
it.
will say,
Practice the worst map,
it's
100% agreed,
probably
bro.
the map they've looked the best on. The DFM game they lost in OT.
पूरा बोल दो pause
There was
करके
like a
भाई
bit of a
pause भी
messy
कुछ
one,
नहीं
but
था
some of their other
मेरे को
games
मेरा
on
tracker
Split,
देखना था
we were
एक
like
बार
back when we were looking at
I'll show you
GE
guys
and
something.
saying, wow, these guys are actually looking promising. We haven't seen them play Fracture yet, I don't think, so that is going to be a tough third map, I'd say, because DRX Fracture has been pretty decent, actually. But I just want to see what have GE got on Ascent this time, because they've left it open, they get to start defense here, and Split is a must-win if they want to do anything in this series.
Oh, absolutely. And we're getting Fracture as their decider map one more time. We had that both series yesterday, and I'm really glad because we're Fracture fans. Here are our predictions.
I mean, Global's Filipinos, so 3 Filipinos, Mika.
That makes sense.
1 + 1 = 2 at this point.
Yep, that's what it is. So that's the predictions here, and I think why we won DRX is fairly obvious. The viewers seem to think the same. And with that, we're going to be sending it to the stage because VCT Pacific starts
What
right
the
now.
fuck? I played Harbor for 1 hour. Check mine and tracker. Started match 9. कौन से ये होता है काउंटर स्किल इधर रहता है नाइस कमान इधर परफॉर्मेंस What the fuck? Where do you see how many hours played? वो किधर आता है chat? How many hours played? ऑटो का देखना है, मैं देखता हूँ.
DRX is coming back into old victory form. Now with Mako as their IGL today, if they win today, this will be their seventh consecutive win. That is the longest streak since 2023, which Mako was also on that roster. But also, Pacific was a very different landscape back then.
Yeah, for sure. I think this win here to lock
It
in
is volume,
playoffs
yeah.
most likely is going to be a bit
How's
of a
your ranking
stepping
up?
stone
It's
for
getting
them, but
better,
they're
Mathias.
still
Still
learning
training.
something from their
Getting
wins.
better.
They've made a tweak to their roster. They are not keeping everything the same.
No, they haven't. So this is going to be very exciting to see, especially with Estrella in
Is
the
this
roster.
good or you need more?
But going against them will be Global
Woohoo! Let's go,
Esports.
Global!
They also completely changed their roster since 2023 and are looking much, much better. But last week they had a bit of a stumble. Can they pick it
Fuck,
back
I realized
up
I have
this
ice
week?
cream.
Coming in today,
I have ice cream.
a strong week 1
I
and
have
not
ice cream.
a so hot week 2. Now is the chance for
ice
them to
cream.
really kind of turn that around, but they have a gauntlet to run if they want to make it to playoffs, and it starts today against the kickoff champions DRX.
That's absolutely right. They are right now in the top 4 of Group Alpha, but this is a very precarious position depending on today's match.
For sure. I mean, they did put DFM away, but when you look at a round robin group, you're looking at games like this and knowing that they're going to be tough for you. So we'll get the coach fist bump here. Big man Elevated has got a lot of work to do. He's now working for two fellas.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I think with him stepping up to this head coach position, it is a lot more work. It is a different role altogether, but it seems like he's taking it in his stride. He's going to try and rise to the challenge to help guide this team forward. So that's all you can ask from your coaching staff. So massive respect to him there.
Sure.
But there's no dancing around it. They have a mountain to climb today.
Yeah, and it's not great timing for them. I mean, this is an important game. I think they've got to reserve their expectations at the end of the day. They would have anyway. DRX is going to be a tough opponent for anyone in Pacific. So I think this might have to be a little bit of a test game, a little bit of a learning game for Global. And I want to see, particularly on Split, the map they picked into this series, what they're going to be bringing.
Yeah, definitely. Their next match for Global Esports is going to be against Gen G. So this is a really tough way to end the group stage for Global Esports. But you know what? I don't think this is a situation like even 2 years ago, even last year. Global does have a shot at this. I know we saw our predictions there, and it's like, yes, Mika with the Filipino support there, but I think this is something that Global can achieve.
Yeah, I think the ceiling is high. It's just, can you make it work today? We have the agent picks coming in, and I want to focus on DRX first, running their double duelist they seem to be liking, and we're seeing Estrella on the Vice, freeing back on the Teo. So if you want to run double duelist, putting Estrella on the Senti makes the most sense.
I order Gassi. Can you order more for me? Can you order more for me?
Side of their opponent's map pick are rocking the classic double sentinel Deadlock Cypher.
Can you order for me also?
Used to be run with Yoru, but also has been run with Jet. So Patrick, who's got a lot of work to do on attack as an entering presence, you're going to see a lot of quick executes from them, but they need to get a lot of value off of this defensive side to start this game off.
All right, to take us through
Hello,
day 3
Abhinav.
of week 3, it is 2 casters. You guys know them. It's Achilleos and Paperthin.
Hello, it's us. You know us. We're 2 casters.
We are.
Just 2 casters.
Just 2 casters.
That's just it at the end
chill
of the day.
guys. Yeah.
2 chill guys. 2 chill matches here today. Perhaps we're hoping for things to be elevated a little bit here. We're hoping that we get some excitement from these series, but we have some very clear favorites. The desk was just talking about it. DRX, our kickoff champions, going up
Come on,
against
for me,
Global.
bro.
And for Global, this is a big one. If they are able to find a victory here, make this, even just a contentious series, then their odds of making it to the playoffs become stronger and stronger.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, GE can get it done here today. They're a team that has really strong fundamentals. They look like they are slowly but surely putting the pieces together. Patrick Hu comes in. Now you've got the full 5-man roster that you originally wanted to roll with. And at times, they can look like they can contend with anybody in Pacific. So we're going to have to see if they can bring that in the server today. Obviously, with DRX, there's the big change with Estrella. Him being on the Vice, that's his first time playing that agent.
Oh, you
So
have
this
been
is
good.
gonna be
Thank you
quite
for asking.
interesting,
I've
to
been
see
good,
with
man.
him. You know, we're
Oh,
so
you,
used to
bro.
seeing
It's
him
been so
on kind
long.
of like flash initiators or info initiators for the side of RRQ. A little bit of a different role that he's asked to slot into with now DRX leaning into this more double duelist heavy style that Flashback is picking up with the Yoru.
Alrighty, well, we're going to
With
have
me or
double
does everybody
duelist
mix
going
up their ice cream like this and eat it?
against the double Senti here on the side of Global Esports.
Is it only me or does everybody do this?
First on the attack here is DRX. The barrier is now dropping. Patrick Hu out in mid. Sheriff in hand, catches Eclipse there. Some shots flying Hyunmin's way, but he's able to go ahead and just quickly drift back, freeing tiny bit of damage going to be taken
What
in.
is
Global
aggression, bro?
Esports is going to continue scaling forward, taking so much control over mid. And they've got 2 players that they can intercept over at Gelato.
Yeah, absolutely. But this should be noted by DRX. Shots did ring through by Poppy. A scrape of damage on the freeing.
Mako finding one, and he's eventually able to find the headshot, avoid taking damage. Poppy going to be caught off guard there from behind. Skelias is able to find Estrella. He's meant to go ahead and put him down on the floor. Still a bit of a cutoff here from freeing. Does have the stealth drone, but now
Freeing just needed to buy time.
yeah, he's just going to continue to go ahead and keep him busy. Gets a suppress out, instant headshot. Salvo's going to be sent, will get caught on the timing there. Zipton's able to find one, but now he's got to wait these out. In the meantime, it's all on Crystal versus 3 that are still sat here on the site. Time's already gone.
Yep.
This
And
is
no time to
overall
retake
just
this only, no, bro.
incredibly well navigated from the side of DRX, and Mako in particular finding that opening, causing and disrupting so much of the game plan here. Causing chaos, I should say. As there you go at Team Ace in the first pistol, going the way of DRX.
And it's really cool to see Mako stepping up here. We know that he's still IGLing today. I think there was some question marks about that with Estrella coming over to DRX, you know, as he was a IGL previously on RRQ. Would he be taking over that role? No, it's still Mako, and Mako makes brilliant reads throughout this entire round. His ability to call for the accelerate towards A site after they identify the push out on the catwalk, and then his ability to re-clear that space, find that pick, get the plant down. Freeing buys a ton of time on the backside. That opens up so much for DRX there in that post plant. Beautifully navigated by DRX. No other way to slice it. That is a
Did you try joining
really
Soul City Roleplay?
incredibly intelligent round.
No, bro.
Relatively standard purchase here for the side of DRX. That Vandal in with the Bulldogs. A stinger in the hands of Fring. Nothing but classics here for Global. As, Pixel out of place. A little bit of a warning shot there from Estrella over onto Patrick Hu, trading back some of that damage.
A little bit of patience being shown by DRX, trying to suss out a little bit more info.
Bit more taken here. I mean, Mako trying to draw some attention. He's got it. Pretty much everybody on the side of Global is here on this A site. Spike now going to be ushered across over towards B, where DRX will get ready to strike.
Mako might get caught here coming out of short. I'm kind of curious. There was a read from GE. They got Udotan snuck into Wine, but instead they actually backpedal, expecting a re-aggression towards A. It's going to be Patrick Hu all on his own.
Yeah, just now winning here into Boat. Store now going to be shut at Market. Stun connect.
I'm good. Let's focus on the match now.
Peeks in over towards window. He's able to find one. Patrick Hu can't quite hold the line here. Plant now coming in. Mako.
You should. Why not? SE?
Regen shield. Go ahead and push him back up to a
See,
125.
why ka matlab, why ka answer
Udotan gonna be
nahi?
held at bay, just stuck in back behind the boxes for the moment. Needs to get closer so he can try to go down to the spike.
Let's just see how
Mama
aggressive
Naveen.
DRX wants to be. Or if they're just going to let those last 3 players go down. You're one away from flashback salts. You might just send him with that ghost. Yep.
Yep, swap it over. Make sure you're not going to lose any of these weapons. Freeing Salvos will claim 1. And getting the Armageddon online, also not going to be a bad shout at all. Udotan just tucked in around the corner. The cam is set up to go ahead and watch the approach here from Flashback. Not dialed in on it. They obviously hear the footsteps, but yep, headshot will come through. Flashback will be able to go ahead and get that ult online.
Boy, he did not die, bro.
Eco move up 2-0.
Yeah. I mean,
Udotan didn't die, bro.
everything looking very, very solid for DRX in the protocols, in the fundamentals, in the awareness. Great pick there by Mako.
He has no
Just
money
push
left
his
here.
way up
You
through
return.
short, find that freebie, and back on out. With freeing back on the Tejo, you expect him to put tons of numbers up. He's so consistent on that agent. One of the first adopters of Tejo in Pacific and one of the best leading into Masters Bangkok. See how they want to use this ult, or if they use it, on their bonus. Right now, though, more patience being shown. Quite a bit of control taken over at the other main as well by GE, so doing a good job of establishing their presence on the map and making things a little bit tricky for DRX in terms of finding an
Do or die
opening to
match.
set up
Telling
their
them, man.
executes.
Again, they just I don't know anything about do or die or
There's a camera
anything
right around
happening.
that corner. It is cleared. Good awareness by Mako.
Oh, no.
Estrella. Beautiful with the Bulldog. And just Kelly S trying to do what he can to re-clear that space, but that's a painful loss. It is your duelist, so on the defender side, the Sentinel certainly maybe feeling a little bit more impactful. Crystal gonna get quite a bit of info there in mid with his drone. So he's already backing off. It's just gonna come down to Kelly S if he can win that duel against Estrella. Estrella already trying to flash him out. Yeah, he's got him. And he has to back off.
30 seconds
Ball
left.
is there, dimensional drift, looking to go ahead and score it forward. Hyunmin finding Kelly.
Ah.
Lone anchor of this site now displaced. Triple approach from GE over towards Ali, but might just have to make the tough call to just go for the save here.
Yeah.
You know that you're up against 5. Devastating though. Just hand over the bonus conversion.
Save
The
karo.
next couple seconds. Feels like they're just gonna have to back away, and yep, the call is made. They're gonna go ahead and slowly drift out of here. I rewound back. Something didn't really sit right with me going into this round. That's why I was widely quiet here.
Yeah.
So I rewound on YouTube, and yeah, I didn't realize that Unotan did not die to the spike in the eco round. The door was shut. It was planted at backside, so...
Oh, so he didn't get caught by it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good catch.
Didn't notice at the moment, but I was like, something's weird. Why does he have a Guardian? Let me investigate. So, yep, some oddities already on display.
That's BG fan. I mean,
3-0 start.
I just it's just one of those things where you just
Like
assume
chat being
they're
seen
gonna
on
die to
stream?
the spikes.
Yeah,
You just stop
right
looking.
side
and realize-
Yeah, I was like, all right.
Do you want me to remove
Yep.
the chat
Let's go to the
glitch?
bonus.
I
Let's
mean,
see the
I added it as a new
Exactly,
thing.
exactly. But this is
How
so
many
well
of you
played by
noticed?
Estrella. He's
Right
doing a
glitch.
great
Do you want
job
me
in
to
these
remove it, or
1v1s.
chalega?
Also using his utility to push Kelly S back to open up that space for Hyunmin to make his way onto the site and win that opening duel as well. So already Estrella finding some serious impact for DRX as this Sentinel.
Remove the chat?
And,
I mean,
and,
every
again,
streamer was
an
doing that,
agent he's
bro. I
never
thought
played.
I
This
should
is
also
his
do it.
first time ever playing in an official match with Vice, and he's looking really, really solid in terms of his fundamentals. So, as you would kind of expect with DRX, they're a team that is just historically great at picking up players and getting them integrated into the system and consistently being threats no matter what event they're at. So, certainly for Global, going to be a bit of a toughie today. Some fans coming in from all over the world as usual here at Pacific. Great time of year to be in Seoul as well. The cherry blossoms are blooming. The weather's nice.
Yeah, we're getting into some nice light
VLT
jacket
match
weather.
soon. VLT match.
And
VLT
it's
match
the
is
calm
probably
before the storm. That is the
Probably
blistering
during-
summers.
after May
You
10th.
walk
bro.
outside
Hi,
and you feel
Ankita.
like you're
Thank you
just
so much for the
immediately
food.
swimming through the
इधर है
humidity.
तो ऑफिस गई ऑफिस
Yeah.
इधर है आप
It's not
ऑफिस
something
गए
I'm looking forward to. So I try to enjoy this time of year as much as possible. And so seeing a lot of people out in Seoul, just the jackets on today, very, very nice. But Estrella still going to hold on to that Bulldog. He's been so good with it, and you're going up against a pseudo-eco. Of course, the gun's
work
carried
from Monday.
over
Oh, shit.
from the save of G.
What is the land of VLT? VLT का land तो पता ही नहीं कब है.
Going to be paranoid
Big
out.
two land है कि नहीं मेरे को नहीं
Yes.
पता.
Trying to push forward. Is he going to use that wall to just clear up? Nope,
No
just
idea
the sonic
कब है.
sensor pushed forward to keep track of DRX's movements. Trip the wall this time. I think that's something GE's been looking to do with that B main control. Get rid of that Vice wall so they have a little bit more room to maneuver on the map potentially, or at least a threat of room to maneuver to keep DRX a little bit more honest. Sonic sensor is either tripped or cleared over there by Mako.
Orb does eventually get taken. Freeing going to be tucked in here behind the boxes, and I'm not sure if they're going to lend any
no
credence to
land,
this.
dude.
However,
That's
he
what
is
I
about
know.
to be encroached upon by multiple people, and hits the transfer. And oh my God, Freeing!
Jeez.
Have some mercy, son. They're on an eco. Does not care. Is now one away from that. Armageddon here in death.
Unlucky,
Good
brothers.
Lord.
Unlucky
I love
timing.
Freeing, man. He's just so good.
Something else. But,
Tigers.
I mean,
Unlucky timing.
Yudotan and Poppy, it's the same. It's the same thing. Walk away.
Just walk away. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you just don't expect them to be there. I mean, DRX has done a great job of kind of understanding the map and where they can find the open space, where they can find those timings, and keeping track of GE's movements very, very well. You know, you would think with the Cypher in there, you might have a little bit of an advantage as GE, but DRX has done a really good job in the early part of the game, kind of feeling out how GE wants to play it. You know, Mako's doing a great job by himself controlling A main.
I understand that
Any
trying
util put out there, he's able to identify and eliminate it,
map control really matters
and
a
then
lot.
kind of keep GE a little bit more off balance.
Also understand that
It's got to turn around for Global Esports if they're going to get anything going on this map. Such a quick transfer there. Freeing just so ready.
save repeat, yeah.
There wasn't a fourth player there. He's probably walking away scot-free.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I half expected him to just go ahead and get the 4K.
It looked like he was going to.
Well, similar starts here, just sending out those missiles, trying to stave off any potential grab net combos over towards that B main. We can see that the deadlock is here at A. Flashback tucked into the corner. Poppy watching for this as Mako just jiggling around. See how they can break this Yoru out of here. Estrella on this lurk, though, finding one now, confirms position of another. Crystal swinging out. Almost gets that headshot lined up, but Crystal does manage to go ahead and come away with the kill. Space being refilled, and
Thank
Crystal
you.
maintaining control of this B site.
Oh, this could be great timing. He just used the drone. Oh, they're going to double back. Okay. Just checking his back quick. Was Mako maybe looking to see if there was anybody hot on their tail, but this could really work well.
Patrick, go clear fast.
GE's reading this nicely.
Patrick,
Good
okay.
job by
Thank you.
Poppy. I mean, he's been aggressive the whole map. The whole game plan here for Poppy is just push through mid, find that info, and figure out where DRX is. Hasn't really worked out too well, but this round could go their way. Crystal's been so good in moments like this.
The salvos now sends them down. They have to just wide swing out a little bit further. Crystal able to find a third.
He did
He's
his
now
part,
with a
bro.
2v2.
Nice shot, Patrick.
Able to find the shot there with the operator. Gets himself online. Mako trying to stick the plant. Does manage to draw off, finds
Bro,
one.
Crystal won us the round, bro.
Op can be carried.
Yo,
forward.
thank you for the 29, bro.
Esports get
What a
themselves their
sick,
first
thank you,
round
man.
win.
I can hear Kelly S down on the stage trying to rally the troops already. This is a much better round, even though Estrella gets that freebie. This time they've got the backup there. Make sure that B main is clear. And good reading of the map. And it helps that Poppy finally you're able to find some value
Achha kill
out of
hai.
those quick lurks that he's been trying to find the whole map.
Crystal अच्छा kill hai, bhai.
Crystal, good
Hi,
for
Clemency,
three.
another come around, inge
Very,
breaking.
very
Clemency actually
talented
clutched us
player.
around there.
First 3 kills of the game. Now you've got a judge for Poppy, an operator still for Patrick who carried over. There's that grab net.
There's the net. Flashback locked in position. Mako going to be taken down. Crystal just finding that kill at top mid. Peek out from bench. Gets the kill. Not sure if it was on the jiggle, if Mako was just swinging out. Either way, he is on the floor. Crystal continues to deliver here, finding value. Judge just around the corner here, playing off the one-way. Poppy. They try to open things up a bit. There it is, but Flashback suffering some damage, but instantly finding the headshot. Does manage to put him down.
That was nice by Flashback. He's been trying to work into that corner after the initial utility exchanges to create that extra angle. Since there's been so much pressure by GE and A main.
3 towards here, only
This time
Crystal
around,
there in B.
Find some value.
Technically, they should take info
Not sure
towards A main
if
now.
they ever identified the operator in mid when it was there earlier, even though Patrick who is
His wall did, so the Cypher should be rotating.
be a little bit diligent. Estrella, yeah. Or excuse me, Flashback going on a tour. Already has a second dimensional drift.
Gets the spot out here, knows that Crystal widely is alone. Goes for the exit. A little bit of a crossfire. Nope, never mind. Coming. Doesn't need the intervention of Flashback from boats. Just swoops in, finds the kill. Now plant down. It's another tough position to be in here for Global. As there you go, Armageddon. To start things off, it's going to usher them forward out into the site. Look at this, just turn this into an absolute meat grinder. Yudotan does manage to answer back one. Now into the 1v2.
Hey, bros.
Oh, look at that TP.
3 bullets needs to go for the reload here. Swap the weapon. Spots out freeing. Up close. The swing coming in. Finds a headshot. Flashback there to go ahead and cover it up. Gets the kill. For the Yaru. 2 more charges towards that next ultimate. DRX.
That
up
duo
5-1.
Senti still
Yeah,
can't
and
be
it
able
just
to hold.
shows you why
Yeah,
so
they're
many
playing
teams are
correctly,
leaning
bro.
into Yoru.
The whole point
With
of
that
them
ult,
being
you have so
able
much
to
ability to
try
buy.
for taking that much control is because they have a dual sentinel. If you don't have a dual sentinel, they're failing to take map control. The whole point of having 2 sentinels on your team is to push extensively on the other side to probably have more map control. But they're getting denied their kills. That is why we're failing at this point.
Couldn't
You
even
have 2
find one.
The whole point of
because he
having 2
was
sentinels is to take map
really
control. That
trying
is
to
fine.
get a hold of his movement and his aim.
If these guys, whoever's
Straight
trying to
again.
take the map control, start succeeding in taking
Beyond
map control,
the main
the dual
duty.
sentinels will pop off
Too
then.
far away
We'll
is
see.
freeing though. Could back him up.
Has the wall. Some noise going to be made. Swings off the flash.
That's in.
Comes away with 1. Get time down to 28. Just able to escape and trade back the kill.
Not on the sentinels.
Yeah, it's
at
okay.
this-
You don't give up the gun there. So for Australia to go for the equal exchange, not the end of the world.
that is my point.
And now it's going to be on freeing to kind of figure out what's going on. GE though, quickly making rotations to the other side of the map. Meanwhile, DRX,
DRX are matching.
yep, doing the exact opposite. Little ring around the rosy here. Only a sheriff to speak of for GE's, like, beyond the classic weaponry. Freeing, gonna be the one keeping track of mid. And should be some kind of retake shaping up for Global Esports. And I mean, in theory, you do have the deadlock all. I mean, if you can find a kill with the sheriff with Patrick Hu, you could maybe send it,
30 seconds left.
put it into a potentially, 3v2, 4v2. Anything's possible.
6-6 is a good off.
Just gotta
6-6
get there
custom.
first. I mean, DRX has been so aware. And they just
As
by
long
trying to
as
get
the
ahead of
guys who
game
are trying to push control do not get
Oh.
kills.
4
Very
players
hard.
clustered up once again, working
The
their way
way
over
that they're
towards
playing.
Alley. It's going to be a heavy stack,
Very hard.
flashback. See if he's going to be able to collect any of these. Certainly the next ult they would want to cycle up. From the shadows, just 1 charge away. There you go, flashback, able to find 1. Looking for a little bit more. Crosshair slightly off. It's going to be Hyunmin to go ahead and gun down 3. 6-1, DRX. Not
also
looking to
looks
give
hard
Global
on
any
it.
freebies.
No. DRX is just so good at setting up these crossfires. Their post plants are so clean. There's very little to fault so far in what they've done on this map. GE, to their credit, I feel like is doing their best to fight for some of this control of the map, but they're losing a lot of the individual duels, especially at B main. At the very worst, Astray is getting 1 before he gets traded. And so that's kind of setting them off balance, and they're making a lot of plays for A main that don't
Bro,
really
why aren't you fucking changing what you're doing in B-main?
grab them, and the flashback was able to avoid that, and then find the kill onto Poppy's Judge. Like, all these little plays and tricks that they're trying to use just haven't really come to fruition. Here goes a big execute. Oh no.
I mean, they knew Poppy was there. They couldn't quite find him initially. But
Nice.
Kelly S just spraying across, binding both
Thank you.
duelists. Mako similarly on the floor. Annihilation gets the grab. Estrella being pulled to his demise. And that's going to be Estrella,
Last player
or
standing.
freeing rather, freshly here in main to try to see if he can rank this back. But the shots are going to be very off. Yudotan will go ahead and pick up the pieces. And Kelly S, I believe,
Oh,
just
that's
through the
Rahul.
smoke, managing to kill 2.
That's
This
Emi.
is a ping reveal.
I just heard Rahul in the
But
chat.
either way, great round for Global.
That's
Much
Rahul
needed.
in the chat who's
Yeah.
shouting.
I mean, there's a quick TP in from
It's actually Rahul in the chat who's
flashback.
shouting.
Kunmi
100%.
dashes in.
No.
Nope, just
No.
through the smoke.
Oh, what is that? Second kill.
Jeez. I mean, he saw one of the bullet tracers, so I guess you could say it, but still, that's ridiculous. I mean, sometimes it do be like that. I mean, that's the gamble you're taking on those fast executes. I like it, though, from DRX because you've been so good at
Goggle
winning
is
the more
suitable for
methodical
deadlock
rounds.
before Cypher.
Show him a
Nice,
different
isn't
change
he?
of pace. Patrick, who again out in mid. Oh, just misses the timing.
That was perfect for Patrick, bro.
Hyunmin going on a peek and
Nice
swinging out
trades.
1. Kelly S there to go ahead and get some covering fire, gets the trade back.
But look at the quality of
No, you got
look at
another
the quality
middle
of the
threat.
trade also, bro. Unlucky, dude.
Flashback
They lost a
credit.
duelist while we
Great
lost the
finding
initiative.
timings and the openings for DRX with that. Plus, you
One of
have
the most important,
Estrella's ult for the post
one of the
plant with
most
the steel
important
garden.
agents for during a
So if you
retake. We
can
lost
get
him.
there,
Quality of
it's gonna be tough.
trades
And
also.
again,
There's so
GE
much to this
seemingly
game, bro.
just not
Whenever you
reading the
guys
map
want to know anything,
correctly
let me
here.
know. Huh?
There isn't a ton of information, but they have to
Only if you want to know.
re-clear this space
पर
at
मैं
B.
ज्ञान नहीं छोड़ना चाहता. Quality of agent class
They
देख
just
रहे
have no
हो?
idea.
You must have been like, okay,
They
1-1 trade happened, it's
evenly
okay, we'll
exchanged that
leave it
mid
now.
battle and decided to back off.
Fucking
Goes the ult, but this is
shoot,
they're
in
aware
8
of
rounds,
this.
this is
now
his
getting the
third
digital
ult, bro.
drift, they haven't fully confirmed. As the jump out will readjust from flashback. It's just nasty. Kelly has got to be noted there at Heaven. Flashback wanting
This
to
is his
maybe push
third
it
ult,
a
bro.
little bit
Third
more.
ult in the 8th round.
Here's the break of the window as popping out arrives. Steel guard.
Beautiful.
Yep, just going to be layered in. Knives go out from Patrick Hu up and over the top of the smoke. Is able to find one. The headshot connecting. Flashback going to be taken down. Thorns just trying to keep him locked in place, and no one from DRX given the opportunity for the peek, and then Fring is able to collect the kill.
One enemy remaining.
Instantaneous. Fring so damn clean. Mako similarly. Picking apart Kelly S. DRX. They have their eyes on double digits. They're looking for 10 rounds in the half.
For sure. The way they're playing,
Okay.
looks like they might get it. So you get the exchange. Flashbacks, yeah, like you said, so fast to readjust. I mean, I like the little tic-tac-toe game here with the ultimates. You throw the Vice ultimate, well, you pop the blades, get a kill. However, it's even better placement as well of the Razer Vines from Estrella.
Okay,
right
okay,
there
okay, okay.
to slow him down.
Okay.
And then that's a pretty easy one for freeing. And now you're back to a mostly eco. And okay, well, Patrick Hu with the hero rifle.
The early aggression paying off for them. Out there being made, but now the A side is completely opened up. Primed for the taking. Paranoia goes across on the Poppy, just at Sheriff. As he tucks away underneath the window, freeing.
Oh, no.
Oh, waiting. Seems like, yeah, they have a solid enough read on it, but can they outwit him? Can they outgun him? Freeing, still able to come away with 2. Kelly has an opportunity, a weapon in hand. This flashback swinging around the side, looking to intercept. Does he get there fast enough? No. Swaps over to the knife as Kelly S breaks down the door. Does he go for the knife? Seems like the answer's going to be no, but I think he's about to catch both players. Yeah, finds Poppy, just TP's back over in towards main, and now it's Kelly S by himself. Quick little flash out, offsets for Sherman will fall. The DRX continue to maintain a chokehold on this map.
I love the way that Flashback and DRX are using this Yoru. They're being extremely patient, finding good timings to use those TPs, either to create an extra off angle or, you know, show some presence somewhere and then go somewhere else to keep your opponents off guard. Obviously, the ults have been brilliant. They've been completely round-changing every time that he's used them. And Flashback has looked sharp as well in terms of his aim. Freeing is freeing on Tejo. This is everything you could want as DRX. Going on your map pick. Looking so good on this side. Estrella this time getting aggressive. Oh my god.
Just a one tap to put him on the floor. Now the follow-up, Yuratan dead as
Fire.
well.
Jeez.
Welcome back, Estrella. Looking incredible as Youngman just trying to quickly escape, gets his way across in towards tiles and out to safety. Tucked back, and now they're gonna have to try to fight their way through this jet. As the ball contained, Poppy is up to the challenge. Quickly sits him down.
Planted.
Flashback has another ult. Just so you know.
Yeah, 4th and a half.
Yep.
Still one more round to be played out. Player advantage. Think he's gonna look
Flashback has one more idea.
higher straights. But Salvo's further delaying this approach. Kelly S trying to swing around to get over towards Ali, the stealth drone.
Armageddon.
There to maybe try to spot him. Time in the meantime is just ticking away. Poppy with another critical kill as Estrella will fall. Flashback taken down. An opportunity here is freeing. Caught at a timing. It all comes down to Mako, and he cannot make it happen. The Armageddon was sent, but it's not going to be able to provide enough cover. So the fuse comes in, and that's going to be Global, getting themselves a 3rd round win in the half.
अच्छा था भाई retake कुछ भी
This
बोलो.
is very confusing
अच्छा था
to me.
retake.
And I'm going to talk about freeing here.
Before the switch.
Doesn't
Retake
send
was
his
good,
ult into
dude.
B main.
Sure.
After the salvos, they know there's players there. This is ridiculous from Estrella. Continues to just be a monster there at B main. Okay, fine. You know there's at least a couple over there, and plus there's a kill that comes out, and Freeing just sits on his ult. He uses the
This
the
round they
salvos.
play
I'm
together.
not sure
हाँ
if
ना,
he's thinking some
अच्छा
kind of
था.
post plant or what, but it all just
दिख भी रहा था
crumbled
कि
hard.
ऐसा ये लोग
G
किए
just
कुछ
stormed
ऐसा.
in there and was hitting their shots. Credit where credit's due. G played that really nicely.
Bit of poor judgment there, perhaps. Either way, 3rd round win. It's just looking for the net and salvos. DRX able to bait these out and avoid them. As Sonic sensor just going to be repositioned and triggered.
Yeah, you really want to either avoid the deadlock or use Flashback's ult to get rid of it. Freaking's
How
gonna
did
trade.
the deadlock trap get activated now? Oh, because Marco's peak here.
Keeping it a 1-for-1.
भाई इसका ये क्या है भाई? Hacks है
Spawn
क्या
dimensional
flashback
drift in
का?
play, spots that one. He does not turn around. I don't think he actually saw
Yeah,
Kelly S, and he took back into the smoke. I mean, they have to know that the deadlock is going to be nearby, but I don't think they ever got full confirmation on him either way. Estrella certainly has as he finds two.
So how was he able to find
Kelly
two
S and
there?
Poppy both going to be taken down. Now just Yudotan and Patrick to try to see if they can make this 8-4.
How was he able to get two there,
as much as they
bro?
possibly can. But this is the double sentinel. This is where they should be. This is the side that they should be finding a good amount of value on. Flashback has widely undone everything for them.
30 seconds left.
TP in, the re-swing. Yudotan able to go ahead and win out that fight. Flashback here from heaven. Takes down the Jet, the neural depth, getting the reveal. 3 players to try to fight through here for Yudotan. Spots out the first, Mako on the wider swing. Shut down. No further damage suffered here from Yudotan. Thorns pop the tap of the spike. He's dancing around it here. They know that he's not sticking it. They know that it's not getting up towards half.
Rip and tear.
There's just more Thorns at his feet. Locks him in position in DRX. Yeah, they look like they're having fun with it. 9-3 at the half. Dominance here from DRX.
Yeah. Really, really good game plans, especially behind the Yoru. I mean, it helps that Flashback is 12-6, but it's a lot of the way that he's using his util, using those ults. They're cycling.
Okay,
quickly,
let's see how they plan their
prioritizing him
attack
on the
outfits.
ult
Okay,
Everything you want to be doing with the min-maxing game with the Yoru
something is better
is
than
very
nothing. It's
well
okay.
thought out. I mean, only slight missteps here or there for DRX. A lot of the time, GE just look.
देखते yes कि भाग आ रहे हैं नक्को करो तो गाली मत दो रे गाली नहीं देना चाहिए eternal is wrong गाली तो नहीं देना चाहिए हमको गाली तो नहीं देना चाहिए कभी ना जाओ छोड़कर ये दिल कभी T-Bone sitting with Binks क्या Is T-Bone sitting with Binks? Or else I'll call Tiffin. क्या T-Bone Binks के साथ बैठा है क्या?
Challenging, but you never know. Sometimes you switch halves, you switch sides, and everything's just a little bit different. You can shake off what happened in that first half, no problem. There's going to be a lot of ghosts for GE, one sheriff for Flashback for DRX. For now, it's just going to fall back. Oh, Hyunmin.
Right up here alongside the smoke, the push in. He's
Please
just gonna get
stop,
overwhelmed.
thank you. I was
Doesn't
so
find a
scared he was
headshot
gonna
from
get all
Poppy,
three,
down to
bro.
20 HP, but loses his life. Freeing similarly tagged up. Over at short now, down to 40. Flashback, TPing back across, gets his way over towards Alley. And right now, Global widely slowed up. Freeing, considering going for the peak, thinks better of it. Sends up the stealth drone, spots out one. Poppy going to be finished off as Estrella able to find the kill here from backstairs into market.
Kelly S was in Narnia looking for a lurk. Mako seemingly somewhat aware that it could be possible.
Oh no, the timing, bro.
It would seem that there's a player in that position. Estrella goes for a repeat. He's able to find Patrick Hu.
He's been solid, to say the least, coming in here for DRX today.
Oh please, bro, no way.
Mako, that slow peek in. Able to avoid getting caught, the net not going deep enough. Kelly S, however, swings around and loses the fight.
30 seconds left.
Mako puts him down. The salvo's now coming through. That's going to be a big chunk there on the Yudotan as Mako, recovered Ghost, utilizes it here against
Unlucky
Global
timing, bro.
Esports. Once again, Yudotan, last one standing. 49 health in a 1v4. Flashback. Oh my god.
My.
Okay.
Shut up.
finds the headshot. DRX find another pistol. They find themselves now 10-3 in the lead.
I was curious who they were gonna give the orb over to, give the ult charge to. It's gonna be Estrella.
I heard a lot about Patrick. What happened to him according to you? What happened to him? I don't know, bro.
That in Garden is so good. Just the re-peek there to figure out, okay, are they actually pushing?
Webcam was cracked, bro.
To come out as well. And then he's able to win that fight up in heaven. Just absolutely ridiculous. Just outplaying Kelly S the whole way through. That's so
Next map की
snappy
बात करते
flashback.
हैं.
Crisp. Well,
Next map को करेंगे. Yeah, bro. I'm 100% for. G is like RCB. No, bro. RCB. No.
but just get ready.
तब वो गाने वाला रील थोड़ा बन के आता अरे देखो भाई नेक्स्ट में अपने नेक्स्ट वीक क्योंकि हम के बात करते हैं पूरा दक्षिण यू डोंट हैव
know that. We know how good they can be. And Elevated's really getting animated in there, letting them know earlier. And I think they could do it. I don't have any doubts that they can. I really like this GE team.
Bye,
but,
bye, bye, bye,
you know,
bye,
against
bye,
DRX, who is just so incredibly well drilled, and Mako, who's reading the macro game insanely well. Estrella comes in here and looks like he hasn't missed a beat since switching teams. The flashback is playing out of his mind.
Also not missed a beat playing the Vice. It's the first time he's playing Vice.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is such a tough situation to find yourself in as GE.
Well, it is going to be the Stinger purchase here for the side of Global. Just one full armor here in Patrick Hu. So flashback, every other target would be an insta-gib.
He's right up towards A heaven, so if this A execute comes through, the Vice wall is right in front too. Just the barrier to block off short.
Wall net over the top. Thorns sent. Estrella going to be locked in position there. Flashback coming away with two. Mako finding one before falling. Poppy now, last one standing as the round quickly ends. 11-3. Economy broken down. DRX.
Yeah, na
Two
na na
losses.
na 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 na
But,
na na na
still a
na na
strong
na na
position.
na
Outlaw
na
still going to
na
be carried forward, handed
जब
back.
तू
over to
आदत
flashback.
सी है
It's gonna be
मुझको
those singers once again
ऐसे
for the side of Global Esports.
जीने
You're flipping the coin a bit here.
मैं शॉर्ट्स
As
था
the
उसका
side
वो
of
तो
GE, if you can find the weaker site, if you can find, you know, the 2 and the 2-3 split, you know, a lot of times teams maybe run 2B, 1 mid, 2A, and therefore A might be the weaker side, but with all that Vice util there and the Outlaw, just really tough for GE to get through. Decent salvos to back off freeing.
Bro, I swear to God, if he goes out, gets a pick now, no, I'm done, bro.
He's just taking pot shots. I
Smoke
mean, they
through,
can't get
baby.
anything.
Bye, 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 bye.
You're up 11-3.
Bye.
They have stingers.
Enemy remaining.
And you just killed 3 through a smoke? Have you no shame? Have you no sense of mercy?
No. He is like...
No morality, no soul?
It's like Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator, just thumbs down, just absolutely
I mean,
not
the
having
first
any
one,
of it.
okay.
Sure, but then he gets the ping reveal and then just sprays him through the wall. I mean,
Bye.
yep. It's just great, you know, you back the Tejo off, you think that might give you enough space to try to work your way through mid, and Freeing just re-clears that space. He has so much confidence, throws the
चलो
drone
जीजिए
through,
next time क्या कहेंगे
gets the
मैच
spot
में
for Hyunmin, and
Bro, lordbathura, without
might have
flash,
just
how could
been
they execute a 5-man A push, please explain what's up. Bro,
See,
technically they're at a point where whatever they execute, they're not gonna do shit and win this. You can say, let's keep hope, 12-3 जो भी comeback होता नहीं. DRX is not looking like committing mistakes, so that is not happening. Without smokes, how can you execute? Probably they made this 5-man lineup in such a thing where you're probably taking a lot of map control, relying on getting the lurks done because they can't lurk up because we have 2 sentinels. They were trying to get picks off like that and play. That was the whole intention of this lineup, in my opinion. 5-man A push without a flash, it's hard only, but you're at a point now where none of that
Again,
fucking
this
matters,
side
bro.
Does get sat down.
None of that matters. If G comes back from here, I'll
Back
stream
is
shirtless, bro,
trying to
one day.
get some shots in from behind though, and he's gonna be able to do so. Kelly S.
That was full armor too.
मैं
Got
नहीं
the
push तो
headshot.
नहीं कर
Yeah,
सकते.
hits the head.
क्या ही और क्या ही option है
Mako
उनके
now.
पास?
Really looking to make it as miserable as humanly possible. Has a judge around the corner here at Tree. The swing coming in. 1-2 on the floor. Split. Now just 2 kills
30
away.
seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Unbelievable.
And Poppy will fall just down to Yudotan
Really?
once more to try to see if he can make anything happen here. The 1v4 to extend it, to cut the lead to 42. And he's just gonna get spammed out, it seems. And push in, there you go. 3 kills for Mako, 3 rounds for Global Esports on ascent. 13-3 the scoreline as DRX showing up to play. The double duelist composition looking magnificent.
To say the least.
I will do a 100 member
So
gift
much of
if
this
G wins the
game is
series.
just predicated on flashback. Really
G
piloting
loses,
that
will you buy
Yoru
membership for
incredibly well on the
yourself?
attacker side. Great game calling
the
from
fuck?
Mako.
Holy shit, man.
Estrella, phenomenal on the Vice. Really looked solid in the
T1 Binks के
1v1s.
साथ है क्या?
What else can you say? I mean, when you have 3 players playing at that well, Hyunmin was great all the way through. Just, you know, slow and steady wins the race for him, I guess. Didn't really need to be. I mean, when you have 3 players playing at that well, Hyunmin was great.
That was
all the way
really
through,
rude,
just,
man.
You know,
अभी
slow and
उनका
steady
just
wins the
आया
race for him, I
आपके
guess. Didn't really need to be explosive with the jet. Was finding his
language
more
क्या है
often than
मैकल
not.
भाई?
And
We
that's,
must पैसा
that's the
कमा
winning
पा
recipe
रहे.
for DRX. They are cooked.
I'm actually limited.
You know, don't play it on Haven. It's maybe the one map where the your jet combination doesn't work out.
Even then, I could see worlds where it works.
I'm just trying to silently make a dig if I
ये
tell.
गलत बात है
Oh,
forcing me to
but,
get membership. 100% force कर रहा हूँ भाई.
Yeah, I don't know.
I will give
My
100 member
brain's
gifts
a
if
little
G
bit
wins
scattered.
next
This
match.
was just
Next match as in
a map.
ये split का बोल रहे हो?
It was just a map.
ये map बोल रहे हो?
We're just 2 casters, and that was just a map. And we're gonna get ready to hand it over to an analyst desk. Cause I don't know. What do you guys got to talk about? It's all yours.
I don't know. I'm just a host with 2 analysts, so I'm gonna ask the analysts what happened. 13-3 on Ascent, a map.
Yeah,
It was a map.
It was in fact a map. It was a very dominant map from DRX. There's no 2 ways
ये
around
गलत
it.
बात है.
12 to 4
देखते
in
हैं
those
अगर हुआ
first
तो हुआ
rounds
भाई.
as well. I mean,
पूरा
it's hard to play
like
when
हो
you're
जाता
global like
है.
that. And I mean, I feel like
Okay,
Global
let me
were never
take a
able to
quick
stand
break
up
and
to
come
the
back,
test
guys.
of DRX,
Next map
especially
time में
in
आ
that
जाऊंगा,
first half.
रुको.
When we see Global
Come
with
back
that
in
double
next map
sentinel,
time.
that's the half where you really need to make an
ये
impact,
बाहर
but
फेंक
it wasn't there at all.
Yeah, for sure. You want to have a
Unless
strong
I-
defensive side. It's what we've seen popularize this comp for the
Papa,
longest
where is
time.
that
And,
move in
you
my
know,
house?
even
Papa,
teams
move
in
that
NA
now,
running
bro.
this comp and Apex running this comp over in EMEA. I remember the hallmark of this comp is you get a strong defensive side. It's the kind of comp that you can pick when the other team picks Ascent into you.
Yeah.
You start off good on defense, and then you get just enough. Either you have a good set pistol, you have some set executes that you can run on that attacking side to get you across the line. A lot of teams, which is why we saw DRX actually run the Yoru instead of the Jet, because of just how good it is self-sufficiently to get you value on attack. And you saw them in this game. I was kind of questioning it when we were talking about Australia before. What is he going to play? Because Bane was playing a lot of Sova on a lot of the maps, at least in kickoff. It is kind of getting phased out of the meta. He was actually on the Vice, whereas they did play the double duelist again, and instead of that Sova presence being that kind of initiator presence, they used the Yoru more so as a pseudo-initiator to fill that role.
I think Australia did great coming into DRX's debut on this team, returning back to the Korean team. But like the casters mentioned, all these players really performed.
Yeah, I mean, when you have such a dominant game like this, you don't really have weak links, I would say. And, you know, we see the individual level of DRX. I feel like all of them were kind of free to take their aim duels and were winning a huge majority of them. You know, the casters, of course, highlighted Mako's call and thought Mako did a great job just understanding G's defense across the board, consistently finding holes there and just running a great game plan. But yeah, shout out Australia. I mean, I thought he looked really solid on that Vice. We'll touch on that again in a little bit with some replays, but big respect to him. Coming in, new squad, you know, back speaking Korean instead of having a YGL. Lots of changes for him, but a nice, easy map to settle him in.
Now, I want to talk a bit about the Yoru plays there and how effective his ults were.
Yeah, so we can pull up some replays for this, and you can just see the most important part of Yoru, it really is his ultimate. And in this first half, we saw him have the ult 4 times. They were able to use it in the bonus round, just snowball it forwards consistently, kept farming that orb, and especially against that double sentinel comp, you just bypass all that util. You run straight through it. You're not going to trigger any of the centers. You're not going to trigger any of the traps. And they were just able to really snowball their ultimates to keep that first half rolling forward for them and build up such a big lead.
Yeah, for sure. Just being able to, rather than the slower approach of something like a Sova drone, and you have to run those kind of more kind of set executes or take your time clearing traps with things like the Shockies, which is not even really that good against things like Deadlock Wall, maybe a little bit more effective against Cypher. Like you said, streaming these Yoru ults back to back to back on the attacking half, I mean, it's one of those ults that, as a coach, as an IGL, you can really just call rounds around it. Whenever I get a Yoru,
round.
It legit, it plays itself. You get a Yoru ult and the round essentially plays itself. And a lot of the time, it informs your call so well on the attacking side that a lot of the time, your early to mid round can't even really be bad. A lot of the time, if the round's going to fall apart, it's in the late round, the XVX, the post plant.
Yeah, so as well with GE before, we saw Patrick Hu trying to play this Yoru. You know, clearly the coaching staff, I think, understand the power of that Yoru, but swapped him across back to Jet for comfort. So I think comfort is important, but that's what you're missing out on in that Yoru. If you have an effective Yoru like DRX were able to run, it just gets you round after round after round.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we've seen this happen on other squads as well, including Astrea's former squad, RRQ, with the Yoru on this same exact map.
And credit to Flashback. Like, where the hell did this come from?
Yeah.
He'd never played this kind of agents before, and then DRX was just like, I think we'll try this. This can be a new style. This dude is just owning every game on Yoru. He's just getting better and better.
Yeah, for sure. Now, this was a really short map, but I think we have a couple other things we want to highlight.
Yeah, so I think Estrella played a fantastic game, and I think a big part of it was on this attack side in understanding the kind of his job in the default, right? So he's responsible for B main and how DRX have this set up. And one thing he was really, really good at is he would always manage to get one pretty much consistently across the board. He's playing in different positions, he's mixing up his util, and he's managing to get kills and trade out in this B space. So going 1-for-1 as an attacker is actually a nice advantage because the defenders have to cover the same amount of map with less players creating more holes for you as an attacker. So really big shout out to Estrella. I feel like, you know,
I think that shows trust from the coaching staff. You will have a Senti player who, on the attack side default, will feed. It's one of the worst things that you can have happen is have your player on the wing lose their life and give a lot of information and space over to the defense. The best Senti players do what Estrella just did, being able to poke and prod, be unpredictable, be able to find openers and read the rotations and things like that. So the fact that he's been let off the leash shows a degree of trust from DRX's coaching staff and their overall, you know, team, I would say. But also, I'm not surprised to see him on the Vice, because when I think about Estrella, I associate him with things like Viper. You know, when you play that on defense as a pseudo sentinel with a set wall, that's something that you can be used to. Also, using the arc rows, he's used to playing flashy nets and things like that. So that's a piece of utility that he's going to be very comfortable with. So honestly, Vice does not seem like a bad fit for this player, if you ask me.
Well, I can see why they trusted him. Let's take a look at his stats again so we can admire his debut.
We are not that best. We are well. क्या बोल सकते भाई, मेरे को भी दर्द है जिंदगी। अब तो आदत सी है मुझको ऐसे जीने में, जिंदा हूँ मैं जिंदा ना 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 ना।
Seemed to make a ton of sense.
I'm sorry, Toby. I shouldn't have doubted you. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
It's been good this year. I mean, there's some people who still don't believe, even if you make it to the international event.
That's true.
And you win bloody Pacific. People are like, that Toby guy's absolute fraud. What does he need to do? Do we need to win the World Championship?
Stop being a coach. I mean, you just end up on here with me.
Yeah. I mean,
but
this is your punishment, Toby. You start losing games.
All right, well, map 2 will be Global Esports pick. Okay?
Lunch? I mean, I
Sen
had
was
breakfast
DRX's
at 12
map pick.
PM, so.
I don't know if the map pick will change things very much, but The whole point is that it should. So going into Split, what do you guys think?
I mean, I think their splitters look better. I do think they've had good showings on Split overall, so I think you can be a little bit more optimistic if you're a GE fan, but once again, it's still tough. It's still DRX you're against. It doesn't matter if it's a map that's kind of leaning more your way, it's still going to be difficult, right?
I think we've seen some good performances from Global on Split,
Yes.
but on the other hand, they were facing teams that were making really strange mistakes when Global was on defense, and of course Global completely capitalized on that. Now you're going against a DRX who's
But Sensi does
very
Asper's
honed,
plan.
looking very sharp, and they have a lot of protocol in place that, you know, they won't be making the same mistakes, in theory. So
I mean, I just want to see GE play a little bit better and pick up some rounds and see the best out of these individual players. They've got a very interesting looking roster. You didn't see anything, unfortunately, from them on towards the
800
game
0.4.
which DRX flicked against them. Here is their map pick, and indeed we will see them actually allowed to start on defense by DRX. DRX is picking the attacking side, and they are once again playing double duelists. You get
Everybody plays on also well. Hello Geet auntie, how you doing? Are you okay though? Not okay. Hope you get better. If you need. भाई बस ये बता दे क्या बता दूं
and bring it back for Split. We're going to send it back to our casters, Achilleos and Paperthin.
Thank you very much. Yes, let's see if they're going to be able to have that recovery. It's been talked about. ad
Mari
nauseam.
Barsorak. What does
When
that
you get
mean?
blown out on an opening map, a lot easier to recover compared to playing a
Stop cheating, eh?
closer map. GE, they've done
How's Hyderabad? Hyderabad was good. Now it's great because the Lord lives it.
on Abyss,
Yeah, to DFM, yeah.
and they were able to rally back. So they've shown that they have the capability of it. We know the quality of player that they do have. One of the things that we need to be seeing is a bit more confidence from them. But already,
Oh, let's go.
Flashback
Nice.
taking down Patrick Hu, but Freeing and Flashback both end up falling. So the fight in mid very much goes the way of Global. I could have called it the Battle of Mid. Missed opportunity.
Ooh.
Double Sentinel versus double
Yeah,
controller.
you had it right there in the
It was
palm of
just
your hand.
right in front of my face, and I just absolutely beefed it. Got him in. Ooh, facing in, taking quite a bit of damage here. Repeaks. Orb just going to be picked up. As the paint shell has not thrown it, we'll be able to find one more elimination. Stray and Mako in the meantime scale their way up forward into mid, now drop down onto the site. And can go ahead and smoke off Garage. So they know that they've got two players either in behind or in Garage. And they have a pretty good suspicion of Yudotan as well.
What util
Mako's
do we
trying
have?
to find Yudotan. It's going to be onto Estrella.
We have the
Watch these
net,
two
we have
players at
the
Garage.
recon.
Tough challenge for him. Still has a paranoia, though. Haunt being thought about.
The close left is cleared. They no need to realize that Viper is now flanking.
Not spotting. Estrella trying to line up these shots. Eventually he's able to find it there with him near the final
They do
bullet.
need to realize that he's B-main, bro. Please.
Mako now.
One of you stick on the diffuse, please.
Last one left. Here's the footsteps. He's approaching in from behind there, not watching for it.
Bro.
The spike, the punch
Amma,
gets
nahi me amma taye.
just able to find the headshot before Mako can swing back around the other side of the pillar. If he gets that little maneuver off, this round is done and dusted, but instead it's going to be Global picking up their first pistol win.
Oh, yeah, Mako
Birthday
there.
special
Went
stream
around the
kya
world.
hoga, bro? Birthday stream. I'm actually planning to do an IRL if my leg gets better, but I don't know how to make it better.
2v1.
I actually want to do an IRL where I'm literally exploring मतलब Ramoji Film City चलता हूँ. I wanted to do Ramoji Film City and rest of Hyderabad, but I will tell you that. Bro, by the third match and your primary duration is at 10 plus kills just once. That's 4 maps out of a single digit.
Yeah, hold the phone.
Mako playing as the selfless IGL.
They bought up.
They're just waiting any kind of jiggle peek here, but Nebula goes up. Poppy maybe having
Birthday
some kind of
comeback, the
sneaky
16th of
suspicion that
April.
There's gonna be a
It-
little bit more firepower behind here.
It just is so Mako.
These two are
To
just
be that
silly, man.
selfless, the gentle giant, gives the gun over to his teammates.
It's not only that, but also flashback.
You always
times.
have an option
That's true.
of loving somebody or not doing anything. Either love them. If you don't like them, you don't be vocal about it. You understand that you're frustrated
As
because
the,
you're ugly. Be with them, bro. What other option do we have? Let's be with them.
Site really tricky.
Yeah, Cage right on top of it as well.
Yep, that's something a lot of the ciphers have been talking about. Foxy9 was talking about it the other day in the post-match interview.
No,
Unotan is going to find Mako. Hyunmin, oh, he's gone too.
I was considering the swing out, but will just be Hyunmin take it down, freeing.
But
Does
no,
manage to find and trade back.
Why did he buy a Outlaw?
Picked up. The answer is yes. And maybe the game plan is going as they had hoped here. Is flashback.
Oh, your ma.
Yep. Snatch that up. Net gonna fall short here. Not able to find too much. Flashback. Scopes in. Gets the shot, but now Spike on the floor. Flashback hounded down. And it is just Estrella.
Don't let them get the plant.
Try to see if we can get anything done. Smoke blooming. The plant just gonna be stuck. And yep, Hands and Spike gonna be
Mature
seen.
आप काफी
Go ahead and
mature.
collect that one. So
तो
2
हुई बात.
casualties on the side of Global Esports.
You can't
But
just
they
see and
also
bear the
say,
pain
well,
100%, bro.
thanks to the Outlaw.
Can't bear the
Yeah.
pain.
Oh, that puts
That's why I
you in
respect
a
RCB
really
fans a
tricky
lot in
position
terms
as
of their
DRX.
loyalty, alone, only in terms
Trying
of
to
their
get
love.
those full armors, knowing that your opponent's going to have that outlaw. And with some of the players investing extra cash into that round, you're going to be able to come through with at least 3 rifles. See what it looks like behind that.
They win this round, they can win the match. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है भाई.
Okay, so
First
yeah,
half
Sheriff
does not
full
matter,
armor,
bro.
and then Hyunmin is
First
just gonna have
8
the
rounds
light
don't
armor.
matter. Unless you're going in 8-0 or something.
You're going to run into that outlaw as Hyunmin.
It puts them in a better position to win the match, yeah, I
On,
agree.
oh my
Oh
God.
shit, that was a crazy reveal, unlucky.
Hell of a
bro.
reveal. Something about DRX and just not clearing scan utility versus Filipino teams. Shoutouts to Secret on Haven from years ago. Freeing able to find one flashback, does get taken down. Crystal able to come away with that. As Cage gets popped, oh, missing each other like ships in the night. Good time trying to double back in, but then Estrella is waiting for him at elbow.
Why are they playing hula hoop around the cage, bro?
Just a little bit, but Kelly's arriving. Finds one. Net getting a minor grab there on Mako. 3v3 and any further damage found.
Nice.
Very solid. And there you go, Poppy. Able to
Nice.
find one, finds 2 now. In a position to go ahead and just close out the round.
Nice, boys. Nice, boys. Nice, boys.
They're going to convert this bonus. 3-0 start here on Split, and that's the rally back we're talking about.
Yeah, this is just so nice.
Football fan or
I mean,
cricket
the
fan?
timing
Cricket, bro.
On that haunt just gives
Cricket.
everything away for DRX. and
Not a
their
very great football fan.
Thanks our Global Esports. Crystal, oh, unbelievable with the
तो
clash.
क्या कर रही
Steps
तभी
out and finds one.
Job तो you
Unotan,
छोड़
it
दिया
was
ना आपने.
everybody,
That's what
all
you told
hands on
us.
deck for DRX to make sure he was cleaned out.
So
Poppy,
long since they've won.
so good in moments like this.
Talk to
And
you,
then
bro. I feel so bad,
Able
bro.
to double face
That's
there
not
right as the poison
getting
cloud
on
is
enough.
dissipating. Really nicely drawn up by GE. A bunch of stingers for the side of DRX. Full rifles, couple ults as well. Annihilation and the Cosmic Divide if necessary for GE. Trying to turn up the tempo.
Well, flashback just didn't check in behind, so Kelly is able to come away with a free one. Poppy,
Oh.
get backside damage dealt. Starting to get overwhelmed,
two
but still
kills,
going to be
man.
good for another kill. As Mako tries
Ah,
to scale
thank you.
forward. tries
That
to
kill was the
catch
most
Crystal.
important kill of the round. If
Off guard.
Marco got Crystal, round
Wise
is over.
killer.
Then.
Picks him apart, Estrella now. Desperately trying to reposition, TPs in towards backside. Scoops with the Vandal, the pressure being applied. Estrella out, last one alive. 1v2 with Crystal low on HP, nearly.
Nice, great, boys.
Line
Where
up
the
here
fuck
for
were
it.
you the last game, G? I mean, you guys are getting unlucky. I understand, but fucking
Seen
good,
some of what
good,
we were
shit, good
seeing
shit, good shit. I like how they're
DRX
playing.
on
I
Ascent.
like how they're
Yeah,
playing,
and-
bro. I like how they're playing. Yeah, they're playing heavy towards B because they're pretty. G is so confident about their B control. They're not. They're giving them the B control, but they're denying them to go any further from mid apart from heavens. And I really like the rotation game. I really like the way they do. Cypher पे छोड़ रहे हैं ये साइड को. They're not aggressing. अच्छा.
Towards where the spike was coming out of alley. Nope. DRX seemingly not quite as in tune with this different double duelist that we're seeing here with the Raze and the
Come on,
Neon.
make sure you're free in the evening. Yeah,
Quite
I need
really
to shoot
seen
the
it.
reel.
Find some of those big hit moments, some of those fast combos that will put GE players off balance and get some freebies.
Reposition from Patrick, who bit of an all-in spot here from him. Slowly slink back over into vent before the nebula dissipates, so keeps himself safe here for the moment. Bit slower here from the side of DRX. Have to suspect that not being able to find around the win here, it's going to be the.
I also like how they're changing the proximity in terms of playing close to the. Oh, nice.
Slide in, get alongside the wall, but he cannot. Yutan quick to go ahead and find that punish now. The Nightfall going to be layered in. It's going to be the tripwire off the back of the rifle damage to find the kill. Strand
Maro
trying
mark
to
cricket mar.
desperately TP forward, but
30 seconds
it's
left.
cut down to size. The stun not connecting Crystal. The headshot does. 5-0 here for Global Esports.
I have to think we're going to see a timeout from Termi. That
Time
was...
keeps ticking.
Oh, boy. I mean, you got to kind of rethink some of these ideas. There's some micro mistakes that are costing you, and then Flashback just decides, okay, well, I'm going to turn up the tempo. But there's all that util that's in front of him. Not only the Nightfall, the
Is Pistol a Russian?
Cypher stuff. You can have everything you
Is
want to
Pistol
slow
a
that
Russian,
hit down as Global Esports, and DRX just kind of running right through it. So, I mean, DRX was absolutely phenomenal on Ascent, and Global Esports looks phenomenal here on Split. Still sitting on Annihilation and a Cosmic Divide. Okay.
This is exactly what we were talking about. Papi bhai, nakko karo.
All going to be sent, but I think it's a little bit of a whiff. It does not cut off Garage. Mako lurking, readjusts, second shot connects. Kelly S on the floor. And
Look at how Mako falls back,
is,
bro.
yep,
So important because he
sounds like
understands
that.
the importance of the
Rounds back
frag that
through
he,
Sewer.
importance of the frag that
It's
he's
going to be a
taken
world
there.
away from the rest of his team, but given the player advantage, should be relatively safe. And now Global Esports constantly have to be looking over their shoulders for this Viper.
Spike planted. Them down.
You're going to use that Tejo util to try to keep people at bay, allow Estrella
Open your
shift over
cameras,
to
bro.
Garage, but he's kind of turning his attention back and forth, timing.
Swing in,
Patrick.
Patrick Hu able to win
Oh,
the
alt.
fight. Showstopper is online.
Alt, showstopper, yes.
There's still, again, some weaker weaponry. Does he decide to pull the trigger on this ult with the drop down? Yutan's going to be felled there. Swinging from Hyunmin, finding another. Now it's all down to Patrick Hu. Freeing, just able to escape. The paint shell going to go his way. Swings forward, ends up dying. Patrick Hu needing to win the fight. He's able to find that kill on the Hyunmin. Maybe it would be clutchable, but DRX.
Ah! Bro,
able
that
to
was a
find
small
their first
mistake by
round.
Papi, bro. He shouldn't have committed to that fight, B-man. Oh, he did. Not committed that fight, achha tha.
The game here for
Unlucky.
DRX on their attacker side on Split. It's just that
Don't blame
opening
him for
kill
that.
onto the B side. I mean, there was one in mid, of course, as well with Mako, but once Estrella found that kill on site, it is just everybody rush through. Get in there and take that space, scale forward, and get
Your
ready
right
for the
streaming
plant.
cheyni mama nakem
They're
idhu.
just barely able to get through it. There
Anta
was
ఆడేటప్పుడు
hope
మటుకే
there for
వైఫ్
Patrick
లేకపోతే నేను
Hu.
చాలా సెల్ఫిష్ పర్సన్.
A lot of players weak.
ఉత్తరం నీ ముందు.
Use the
Oh shit, you do realize why okay chat, why did Theo put his missile there?
to tuck in. They're on a weaker buy
Why
already.
did
after
Theo
winning
put his
5 in a
missile
row.
there? I will tell you why. Easy.
Mako holding the line for one. Yutan able to go ahead and push forward. That's going to be a weapon picked up.
Oh nice!
And Kelly
The B-man
has
because much more naked
finds
bro.
Estrella. The rest of the team trying to push their way forward here. Into the
अरे
side,
वो kill ले
flashback.
लेना था
Barely
रे.
able to go ahead and draw up the weapon, stabilize to find that kill. Showstopper going to be sent. Clips the corner of the pillar. Kill not found for there. Things now grinding to
Off
a
off
halt.
angle no. No.
3v3 with flashback dangerously low.
Just are you going to check this corner?
Drop down. Solid damage dealt. That's going to be a timing from Yutan. Showstopper sent up into heaven, finds it, but Puppy is there now. Comes down to flashback.
Probably has no idea.
It's going to be left guessing. He's playing it patiently, but flashback and just sit tight. Here's the footsteps now. Catches a glimpse of him. Knows that he's not going to be going for any kind of defuse, so finds a headshot to be able to go ahead.
Yes Ram, you're right. It is for
Drag this round
trips.
across the line.
When
DRX.
Theo's using, I mean Theo's missile is the thing where it's recharged after a point, after time slot, right? So you need to use it as fast as possible and as early as possible. If you're executing a site fast to break off your traps, and as an initiator you're not trying to get your fights really early, so you're going to stay alive. That you have enough util for your post plant. Yes, you're right, Ram. Traps.
cutting sound, waiting that out, and using it against his opponents very, very nice.
Whoa.
This is a really early Cosmic Divide. This has got to send your danger senses tingling. 'Cause what the heck is this?
Well, stray shots.
Okay.
Towards the Yudotan
G is
flashback.
back to map
Barrel
1
stuck.
players.
A spot out as
G is back to playing like map 1.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Stop picking solo for fuck's sake, man. Shoot.
It feels like there should be some
Speaking
kind of
solo,
set play off the back of that, and DRX was just
I thought, you
ahead
know,
of it.
Yeah.
I thought there
You're
was going to be
smart, dude, Ram.
like more aggressive
At least half
positioning,
of the
scaling
players have
forward
the knowledge.
into mid, trying to get that control.
And be garage because it cut off through there too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then
But then it didn't. I don't know. I can see if there's some kind of plan behind it. Maybe they just couldn't execute it for some reason. Maybe there was some piece of util that slowed things up that they weren't expecting. I'm not sure.
yeah. Well, not sure about the cook on this one.
Recipe needs a little work.
Yeah. That being said, though, it's going to be a third round pickup.
Take a timeout after this
for the
if
side
you
of
hear me.
TRX as they try to streak their way back into this game. Global Esports still in a solid enough position as Kelly S and Freeing missing each other just a bit.
Global, if you hear me, probably a very good time for you to take a timeout,
Problem
yeah?
here for GE is that you're forking over the economy game because of that.
Very good time to take a
So
timeout.
they're anticipating aggression. It just doesn't come in the spots that they're expecting. They try to slow push through that wall, and Estrella's right there. Well, it is what it is. But the concern now is that you're back on an eco.
Okay,
You're
it's
gonna have
an
a judge
8%,
and
probably.
one hero rifle. Pockets are getting a little bit deeper for DRX.
Timeout and it, no,
Still have a
technically
couple ults
understand.
to work
Ego
with,
round,
too.
they don't want to waste this.
Annihilation, though, for Kelly S. Could find some value here. There's 3 players stacked right outside of B. We're looking for some kind of trap play, I think, off this grab net. You could do like grab net into gravity well, into paint shells. It could be really annoying for DRX.
Does have that Annihilation on the back as well.
True.
So yeah, I mean, you can see just waiting to try to spring this trap. Question is,
They're playing it perfectly.
really
They have the
fall
read.
into it. They're just going to go ahead and swing onto the corner of the pitch.
Nice.
Now going to be lobbed in. Hunman going to be able to find one.
Nice!
Net being removed.
Oh,
This is
nice!
going to be DRX who are able to trade up as Kelly S also gets
lucky.
taken down. Patrick Koo able to avoid getting stunned.
Lucky though.
Flashback comes sprinting at him. Lightning Fingers in play. Crystal brings that to a very quick close. But that judge then has to reposition. Needs quite a bit of damage. Down to 47.
बाहर क्यों आ रहे तू वापस?
Range
बाहर
there
क्यों
by
आ रहे तू
Estrella.
वापस? Come on.
Yudotan last one alive.
I mean, it's also very easy for me to comment on it because I'm not playing there. More easier said than done.
I don't think you'd
Find
use
any
the
real
pit.
value here.
Yeah,
Oh, no, you don't use the pit.
please don't.
Okay, does manage to find one. Has to reload it, though, and on the Jiggle Peak knows that he's dead.
Unlucky भाई उठा.
4
Timeout ले रहे हो? Elevated मेरे भाई.
Not coming to
Timeout
fruition.
ले रहे हो अभी?
Global Esports
लेना तो चाहिए
still
आपको.
in with an opportunity to
Please?
go back into a buy round. Get back
Please?
in the driver's seat here and establish a dominant half.
Yeah, I like the ideas early.
Bring
Oh,
them
they're able
down.
to clear that Annihilation. Great use of the Tejo util to clear the back of pillar to get that judge out of there. I was kind of wondering, I quickly scanned towards the
T-Ram
util
for DRX.
once that
needed
judge was
to make a
identified
different
how
level.
DRX was going to be able to handle it. By the
The
time I
fuck?
saw,
No timeout?
the salvos were already out
मेरे को
for
पता नहीं
free.
भाई फ्रेंचाइज में कैसे चलता है.
Little things like that.
अगर मैं इधर होता VLT का
Protocols
कोच तो
that
टाइमआउट ले
DRX
लेता
has.
अभी.
So good. Kelly S. Trying to get ahead of that smoke. A little bit of damage towards Patrick Hu. Once again, DRX so happy to contest for this. Oh my god.
All right.
TRX, which god do you pray to? Please let me know.
Tally.
I want to know. I want to know. I will also pray to same god for G.
Clearly, I mean, I think what they've been drilling is Mako's just been teaching everybody how to get kills through smokes.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, one more come.
Speaking of Mako, Ted over here, continuously noted on in this A main position.
Should know it's B though. With that prowler not finding anyone, even sends out a second. But DRX
Gotta make him think.
ahead of the
at least.
game. Yeah.
Is that even legal? I mean, what is
Gotta
that
be careful
about?
with the footstep noise. Had Crystal stayed there, he might have gotten wise to it, but he backed off. So
We'll say tucked away.
wow, the timings.
Crystal, ooh, I was gonna say, going to be the major hurdle that they have to leave. The Nightfall is gonna go across. It's gonna connect on damn near all of them. Quick reveal out, but Paint Shells pushes him away from the window. Forces him back deeper into heaven. There's the spike now. Just trying to assess, it seems, where they really want to plant this. Instead, it's going to be the back corner. Freeing off the back of this, does have that Armageddon now online.
Go ahead. There it is.
Sends it towards screens. That's going to filter everyone in towards heaven now, and they're going to be filling screens on the back of this. Unit's unable to find the first, however. Estrella fighting back, finding two. Neural Depth reveals all, but freeing does not matter. Does not care about that.
No more timeout left for G. G took a timeout.
5 to 5.
Just again.
He has 2 timeouts left. What are you saying?
DRX, where they're able to get the read. You know, Mako dies. A couple Prowlers go out.
He has 2 timeouts left. What do you mean?
Aware that, you know what, maybe this is actually the weaker side, potentially. They've been getting a little bit of contact over in the other parts of the map. They probably think this is B off of just the solo kill onto Mako. Let's rotate back over to A, and it is 100% the right call.
Last round le leta.
That are really showing how much progress Mako has made as an IGL and how just smart this whole squad is. The coaching staff so well prepared for their opponents. GE, what looked like it was going to be maybe another fast map, send it over to map 3 is now all of a sudden 5 in a row for DRX, and it's tied up. Oh boy.
Yeah, a last-ditch timeout call here before closing out the half. Global, I mean, if they can pick up the next 2 rounds, 7 to 5, I'm not going to feel too bad about that. Just given this double duelist setup from the side of DRX, they should be finding value when it comes down to the attack. You were able to deal with it so well.
Sorry, Ram. He's a G fan.
And even play them close, and some of the ones following up behind that.
Yeah.
But it's going to be another thrifty attempt to try to see if they can at least get to 6.
Hunman's got an outlaw again. Full armor for Patrick Hu. Everybody else will be within 1 tap range. Crystal's going to go for another judge right at the front of B door.
That's a glass cannon judge of that. Boombot will go ahead and let him know. Actually, no, Poppy does clear it out with the Sheriff.
This smoke has to be sending alarm bells in your head.
Yeah.
It's way deep.
So leave Hyunmin back around the corner. You could just paint shell if they really have a strong idea of it. Looks like they don't. As goodbye. Goodbye.
No, bah. Spike. Don't pick one more time. Send your
control, and Mako once again noted. GE, a very solid read on this round. Only 1 shell left here for Crystal. Here's the weapon getting picked up. Spike as well. He's going to be sending out the C's nade. Looking for the grab, freeing. Tiny bit of damage there. Relay to try to clear the corner, the slide in. Flashback able to find 1. Crystal going to be dealt with. The salvo into the corner as well. Freeing.
I don't want this to be turned around.
2v3, Poppy around the corner, the Sheriff in hand, looking for the headshot, cannot find it, freeing just a little bit faster, but Yudotan.
Stay alive, let your teammate come.
Damage. Just the kill on the flashback. Now gives them a winning chance, and there you go. Kelly S recovered. Vandal pushing forward, catches him off guard, and Global will be able to pull it off. Down in weapons and economy, but still winning out the round. Keep themselves up to 6.5.
Yeah, just not really being able to sense that trap for DRX.
Yeah, but no, bhai, wo
kind of
G
aware
का
that
कट्टर
maybe
fan है
somebody
भाई.
could be in B main.
अच्छा, वो
Not
अच्छा
quite
बंदा
aware of
है.
the weaponry that was going to be right around that corner. I mean, a lot of times the judge is going to be up in, you know, mail or up in vents, things like that. This time, right next to them. Good reaction though here to use the relay bolt into the Tejo util. At least give themselves some kind of chance. But the whole time this battle's going on outside of garage, Kelly S is just walking through spawn after they kill Mako. He's just taking his time going on the walk. And he will find a ton of value because of that. Couple away from freeing's ult, still sitting on that Viper ult for Mako, but he's been on solo duty over at A. And this time, off the rip, GE sent an extra player over, thinking that maybe there could be an aggressive push. Instead, it's just the freeing flashback duo clearing through in towards mid. There's a sonic sensor that Kelly S is going to try to play off of from heaven.
Bro, I really want G to win, bro. Somebody said 50 gifted, bro.
They're trying to bait for
Somebody said 100 gifted if they win this match.
Smoke goes up, and Poppy's going to reposition.
does eat.
Finish out of that, yeah, haven't killed two.
Just a bit. See now, Derek's very wary of any of these trap plays, and GE might be thinking about another one. Same kind of setup.
Youngman staves him off here for the first. Paint shells. Goes in. I don't
Oh, nice. Knife कर दो. मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ केली चाकू मार दे. चाकू मार दे. मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ.
Well, he's trying to see if there's anybody else pushing in this angle. There's not. He's all alone. Patrick Hu now dead in heaven. Kelly Esto continuing to play this quietly. Slowly sneaking in from behind. Now opens up here with the shots. Swings back in. Looks for a little bit more, but Straya just able to win out that fight. That could have been everything. Quick peek in from Crystal. Does go ahead and interrupt the spike plant, but they still have enough time. As Yurtan now, the 1v3. The pit could be thrown in. Mako's not in position for it, but it's the last round of the half.
Might as well.
I think he's just like, yeah, we're fine without it. Seems to be the thought process here as Yurtan now spotted. Snake bite perfectly at his feet. Fantastic bank shot, and Mako will go ahead and deliver the final shot. So 6-6 at the half. Global
Still 6-6 better.
looking a hell of a lot more alive.
Still better, still better, still better.
Struggling. DRX finding their footing for quite some time there.
Yeah, again, a lot of trickery that we're seeing as the half wore on and things got more difficult for GE. A few of it worked, some of it didn't.
All good.
Good post-plan protocols as always for DRX. Yeah, pretty curious about this defender side now for DRX's, agent composition. How aggressive are you going to be able to get with that Neon? That's a big, kind of gamble that you're taking on this map, running a Neon on it, right? Like if you can put some pressure on your opponents, if you can find some good relay bullets, find some good combos, you can take a lot of space early, find those first bloods, but it can be tricky. Seen a lot of teams try and fail to run the Neon on split. But I suppose if there's any team that can do it, it's DRX. And for Global Esports,
VLT need to do something in VCT. नहीं हो रहा जी से भाई. भाई हमको भी तो फ्रांचाइज एसेंशन में दिखाना पड़ेगा भाई. एसेंशन अगर जीत गए तो भैन शोट.
Kind of one of those big questions you always have when you run.
Well, yeah, you mentioned it on that ascent. Now that they shift over onto the attack, they have that critical piece of utility, that stupid wall that they could use in a post-plant. So we'll see if they're going to be able to, if they can get into those positions very comfortably and quickly. Then yeah, the deadlock util absolutely can make things a living nightmare for the side of the RX.
And even if you can get mid control on this map, it's really annoying as the defenders because you can either cut off mail or vent for the rotation. So there's a little bit more that the deadlock wall can actually do on this map on the attacker side before you get to post plants, in theory. Just a matter of how far can GE get against some of this aggression that you would expect DRX to be throwing. Ooh, that's a lot of damage to free.
That it is. Quickly panicked. Sends out that suppressed drone and flashback out from heaven.
Oh no!
Patrick Hu, however, trading up.
Patrick Hu मर गया क्योंकि he got caught in that.
With the advantage. Patrick Hu tagged up down to 50 HP. Mako. He does it again.
My IEMs don't work like that, bitch.
Plants are dead.
Fuck you, bitch.
All the way into the back corner here.
Didn't see him.
Tenman, yep, not catching a glimpse of either, it would seem here. Both players not noticing as Mako will be taken down.
Mama. Mama. You saw him before itself, Mama.
Straya, lion's share of this round going to be on his back for his team. Crystal now tucked away.
1v1
strikes, finding one and finding the other. 3 kills here for the Fade. Global tie things up 2-2 in pistols. They regain the lead.
Yeah, this is just a good coordinated effort. Who was it that dropped down there? It was flashback to try to back up freeing. Don't know if I agree with that play there. A little ambitious. Felt like maybe they were going to be able to shut that attack down, but Patrick Hu got pretty deep pretty quick. Kind of set things pretty off balance in terms of what angles you were going to be able to deal with. And GE was quick to capitalize. Very well thought out.
They are playing I'm getting panic attacks.
Mako, as always, good for kills through smokes. But wasn't enough this time. No buy up at all to speak up for DRX. But it's got to be in the back of your mind as GE. So you're going to be a little bit more diligent. Well, bye-bye, Mako.
Quick elimination found there. Patrick Hu.
Oh, yo, मेरे को लगा दोनों मिल गया दोस्तों.
Australia down to 13 off the back of that. Slide in from flashback is going to be good for a kill. Is freeing.
Boombot को देखा क्या हुआ? Nagin.
But now it is
The
just
Boombot went
Australia.
like that. खत्म करो रे
Very
जल्दी.
low on
Astray
HP.
pick करना है लौड़िया.
much more to be
Sorry,
done.
इसने बोला चाहिए.
Delay there.
Are you on the
from
rating
Pop.
game?
Go ahead
Yeah.
and get the jump. So 2 casualties.
J-Pack now the most competitive
Not
region.
much loss in the way
In terms of what? In terms
economics.
of
So
Pacific
Global
or in terms of rank?
close out a relatively
Bro, ranked
clean
apparently APAC ranked is one of the hardest ranks ever. Ranked side. A lot of pro players have already told this.
Good value out of the Marshall there. Couple quick kills for DRX. They spring into action off of contact. Try to do what they can with the
Are you on the
classics.
Radiant Brain? I mean, I am. Is it happening? No.
Let's win the map.
Yeah. Hey,
आप support करोगे तो
for
पन्नाती
what it's
लगेगा.
worth,
What the
Hell
fuck?
yes,
Actually,
does a great job just always staying
more countries,
positive,
more difficult.
being
Radiant
vocal.
is
You can
different.
hear him up here in the caster booth. Who's freeing?
Not eating any damage this time around. Straight up. Boost it up over the top
By
here.
mistake भी उसने mouse button click किया होगा ना?
Dissipate peak. And it's going to be a 1-for-1.
Patrick Paji.
Patrick Hu, though, eating an immense amount of damage on entry. Means that it's a very easy
Call
cleanup
back.
for Hyunmin.
तो मेरे
Love
को
this
लगा
freeing.
वो यहीं पे
Aware
ले
that
लिया
they've given
होगा.
up this space, using the drone to clear it. He's going to get the spot on the crystal too. That's so heads up.
Don't be.
Just drift back here from flashback. Not over challenging for the
Remember,
fight.
रुक जाना चाहिए था एक को. You could have catched that raise off guard, put pressure on the raise to
Eyes
be
in towards
focused
that
only on
mayhem
you with these guys
position
walk up heaven.
as they come up through the vents. Flashback gets positioned here on the rafter, just on that corner. Drops down, makes some noise though. Not the silent drop. Intentional or not, hard to say.
Show me fade.
For now, Global Esports.
Show me what
very
Crystal
much
is trying
in
to do.
place.
Okay, they know now, bro.
They're really trying to get some
that is
kind of read,
exactly
waiting
what
for
they
this
want
haunt
to
to
do.
come back up before they make any moves. They're trying to just
Exactly,
throw some
well
util
played.
to sell a fake.
Crystal, do more.
Time to go ahead. Double
Do
clear
more
the
Crystal.
garage.
मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ commit हो जाओ ये side पे.
Head spotted, taken off. It's grab net, not able to find anything there. And Kelly's flushed over towards this side of the pillar. The spike is still in hand, needing to clear this out. Cannot find it.
Spike down.
Spike will be down. The round will come to a conclusion. The bonus conversion not on the cards here as DRX bringing things back, being damn close.
अबे
One round
ascension
separating as Free will
वाले
find the
जान
final
गए.
kill.
Boombot सा Boombot रन लगा.
Really aggressive towards mid this time, but DRX so good about understanding when and where players could be. That one from Australia, you can't really blame him on. You're just anticipating, you know, one of their players, whether it be one of the Sentinels or Poppy, is going to maybe try to challenge that angle. So you're trying to use that as kind of a catch that solo lurking player off guard. Instead, there's 3 there. He at least is trading 1 out. That's not bad in that situation. But really, for me, freeing there with that timely stealth drone is what really allowed DRX to settle in comfortably.
You know,
there in
ask
the
about
mid-round.
juice and Nanan call.
Very heads-up play from him. This flashback seems to be on perma mid duty. Backed off by the util. Has to pull out the grab net.
Fine for the moment. Global just fishing where possible, trying to see if they can catch anything here for free.
Strea's trying to inch forward at B main. Nobody's really watching that for Global Esports. There's just a smoke there to keep him at bay.
And with the push out in the mid. Waits it out. Poison Orb drop, flashback, sending the relay bolt. Just looking to try to just hold back this line. Keep them protected for Hyunmin, who swings in, almost has him lined up, but only going to be good for 1. Looking for the transfer there is flashback. He cannot. It's going to be Poppy coming away with 2. Looks for a little bit more, but freeing in from behind, able to go ahead and find the punish, and now Yurutan needs to fight his way back across through the vents.
Winnable है, doable.
Double stack this. Really smart from DRX.
30
Smoke
seconds left.
set up. I mean, he has a cam. He could throw it out, maybe, but I don't think he's going to get much of a glimpse here.
Still a paranoia too.
Needs those stray shots to connect. And as he goes for the swing, Estrella is there, the off angle. We are tied up at 8-8. Global going to be knocked back economically. So another attempt here out of Thrifty, pulled off the previous one. This would be a critical one to win.
I mean, the timing there, not bad
I mean,
from
unlucky, bro.
flashback. Almost transferred over for the second. Free and quick to react through the vents. Get over. Find that extra kill. Poppy's still busy watching
Unlucky.
B Heaven. Yeah, Outlaw for flashback. Also has the ult to back it up. Overdrive is there. Let's see what they want to do. And a gap in the smoke.
Second shot going to go a little bit wide. Still Crystal taken down. There's Irotan swinging from main. A little bit of damage found on the Mako, but Mako wins those. Free peek from flashback.
Reload.
Ping out. Kelly S through the smoke is able to go ahead and put the Outlaw on the floor. See how much more damage they're going to be able to find.
I mean, it's one of those weird situations for Kelly S. Get the gun upgrade, get another kill. You could send an annihilation, and all of a sudden it's a 2v2. Still a chance for Global Esports for sure. Free gun. Makes a bit of noise though. Looks like it was intentional to sell, like they were trying to go towards A. Outlaw scooped up for Poppy. Hyunmin still has the paint shells.
Just waiting it out quietly here.
Oh, he saw.
There. I mean, DRX, they have to know that this weapon's going to be picked up. But, you know, there's a spot out. Paint shells, salvos, everything being chucked up here in towards heaven. As the clock hits 15 seconds remaining. Being able to just get the plant would be nice here for the side of Global to get that money. It's free, going to be pushed off the angle. They're out into the open. Shots are getting whiffy, but okay. Eventually, stability found. An extra casualty picked up there for the side of Global Esports, but DRX close out the round and now regain the lead 9-8.
I'm just so impressed with the way that DRX is so communicative and the way that they know when not to fight. Like so many teams you'll see when they're in an advantage in a 4v2 and the players will get overconfident and they'll push. In this situation, you know, the players from DRX, Freeing and company, they're backing up while they're allowing the players from A to rotate over so they can really all collapse together.
I truly, hopefully, genuinely
Don't give
wish.
them any chances. Doesn't matter if you're up against an eco, play it correctly every time. And that's something that DRX does so well. And it makes it very difficult to get those, you know, 2vx's or 1vx wins against them. It does happen, of course, but the way they play it is so textbook. Global Esports coaching staff, Darion in there today as well with Elevated, trying to help his new coach out, new head coach out.
I wish DRX wins.
First time in 2 years, after 2 years, to see DRX and GE.
Porsche is the sponsor.
We talked about how
Porsche sponsors VCT Pacifica.
Yeah.
You know, a win.
T-bone camera. Bola.
You're in a
Cat
great
churo
spot
jao T-bone camera.
to make it into the playoffs. If not,
Churo
already,
jao man.
no, I don't think they wouldn't lock, but it would be a very good spot, yeah. And it would basically come down to them in Paper X.
Yep.
So you win that series and then you're in. Now, a loss here would make that series versus Paper X an absolute must-win.
You got a ton of firepower for DRX in this round. Hyunmin's on the op, has a showstopper. Crystal's been really good in these situations. We've seen this a couple times where he's able to outduel these operator players.
There's going to be a lot more pushing in towards him. Sends out the blast pack. Let's keep the op hidden here for
Please
the
pick
moment.
that guy. Please do realize, give some respect that
Shots
he's there.
ringing
Yes,
out.
sir.
Sees connecting. But
Wow,
just not ready for that timing, and now it's going to be Armageddon coming their way. Just shoves them back. He's not looking for kills. He's just looking to create some space. Space is created. Freeing immediately just tucks back to the opposite side. They'll abandon the spike. They'll maybe allow it to be recovered. There's op shot ringing out. Not going to be finding much there. Spike now in hand. Crystal picks it up.
B देखो मेरे भाई पापी को देखो.
Bring back out over on
Papi,
the
देखो मैं
30
कहूँ.
seconds remaining. They're going to try to go for a pivot here. That spike right now being just sprinted through the sewer across the map. B side opened up. Estrella, however, nearby. Cosmic Divide going to be set.
Nice bro, Patrick. Nice bro.
Swings out. Gunman going to be Absolutely
Bro,
dunked
bro,
on.
bro, उसके पास bomb है bro,
Showstopper
bomb है
now
bro,
in
bomb
play.
है bro.
Paranoia sent here from Estrella.
Bro,
getting the
bomb
catch
bro,
on.
bomb
Aggressive
bro,
to slow
bomb
them up, but I
bro.
mean, it's already over.
Bomb
Spike is on the
bro.
floor. This round has gotten away from them in Estrella. The taps are clean at the end. But they were dead before he pulled the trigger.
Yep. That's a toughie there for Global Esports. Just a great back and forth with Hyunmin and Freeing here. And even with that seize, God, that's so good. And that immediately sets up the ult. I thought he might use the salvos because I think they
What
were just
about
coming
next?
back
T1
in the
or
cycle
T0?
to
T1.
try to catch him as they went back towards the sewers, but instead he used it just to
Bring your best.
hold his ground, essentially, allow him to rotate back up to heaven, allow
Annoying, bro.
Flashback to get over, allow them to swarm that site. Mako tucked behind the box, got a spot, got out of dodge. Seemed to sense that C's coming.
Trying to scale forward. I mean, Patrick, who was just sent in, I think, unassisted into mid, ends up getting absolutely
चलो
massacred.
मिलते हैं.
Trying to change up the
ड्यूटी पे
pace,
सोने
gets
का
him
नहीं,
off
मैं
guard.
मैं नहीं सो रहा भाई.
This is,
DRX are, yeah,
they're just
incredibly well poised
Yep.
to get to 11.
They're just toying with him there. Using that Tejo util to flush him right into the shotgun. He's gonna go at him.
Why not? Runs him down. Flawless. DRX 2 away.
Okay, still better than
Locking
the
in a
last one.
2-0 victory.
Yeah, it's just phenomenal
Still better than the last one.
team play from DRX. A lot of backing each other up, a lot of setting up selflessly your teammates, making sure you're always making the high percentage plays. What else can you say? They're, as usual, very fearsome and Pacific. Thought, okay, what are we doing there, Flashback? Pick a gun. Okay. I think he still has the judge on the ground behind him. So he's going to show the op.
I think it's worth taking the moment to again also say what a glow up from
Yeah, GG's to
Flashback.
100
Remember
gifted.
the first time that he came out and he was playing duels and we were like, what
अरे
the
आप
hell is
खुद
this?
तो membership
Yeah,
ले
that
सकते हो
first half
हारने के
pain.
बाद आप खुद ले लो
God, yeah,
खुश हो
yeah,
जाओ
last year.
And then, no, this year.
Oh, this year?
Yeah.
Was it his first time on Duos this year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And we were just like, what is this? And then the second half rolled around and he started looking better. And then every other series after that, it's just been incredible.
Well, there was no doubt about his mechanics in my mind. He's always been very talented in that regard. Now he's got the decision-making behind it. And this is pretty interesting from DRX. They're giving up a lot of space here. They don't have a ton of info. They were playing for something aggressive. I think expecting something like this with the Nightfall.
Nightfall going to be sent. Mako does get taken down. Freeing, able to find one though, as Kelly S going to be dropped as the spike also lands on the floor. Showstopper out from Hyunmin, not finding much of anything.
Come on, nice Patrick.
Maintaining control
It's
there.
not over until it's over.
Freeing will fall. It looks like there's still yet a bit more fight available here for the side of Global, but Flashback finds the headshot. Poppy going to be taken down the overdrive in play. Drops down off the top. Still has a relay bolt available, but it's going to be a big round from Patrick Koo to get Global another one under their belt.
Hello, crew. Good morning,
9
mom.
locked in, 2 more to go to tie it up.
Hello, mommy.
This is a weird one from DRX for me.
Good morning.
Kind of it seems like kind of an on-the-fly decision by Flashback. You know, picks up the op, has the judge, so he says, I can just hold down the B corner, and then they double stack mid. They don't, this is kind of the one part of the map that they left open, and GE's able to figure it out to deduce. Maybe just a little bit of lack of info or something like that. Nobody's playing aggressively towards A main. We've seen that a lot from DRX, and that might have been enough for GE to get the read that this was going to be the weak side, and they were able to punish it. Kind of some scuffy moments there as well for DRX players. Freeing, standing right in front of this door, just waiting to use the concuss, trying to set up Mako. Haunt gets cleared.
More players from DRX on this side of the map.
Over there.
This has to, yeah.
Guess just going to be picked off. Kelly
What happened to do this badminton
trying to
injury,
swing
bro?
in, but
Jeez.
Mako out from
Mom,
window,
mom, mom.
finding him. I mean, Patrick Koo, for a moment, I think accidentally threw the weapon on the ground. Swapped him out.
He
Goes
doesn't
back to
know.
grab
Nice
the spikes,
position,
Poppy
actually.
finding one. Opens up that B site, but
Actually, nice
How do you get
position
not
by
a clear
Patrick.
pathway.
Papi
Flashback
sama, papi sama,
reading
papi
this
sama.
incredibly well.
Bad timing.
Poppy
Poppy
does swing back through right now in that astral form. Oh, The timing. The repeak. Flashback still suspicious and wins it out.
30 seconds left.
Unbelievable.
And they're going to figure this out real fast because Mako sees it.
He hears them now. They're in range. And once again, the clock is just not on their side. No corpses. Try to utilize the peak flashback, able to find a third. Gunman there to go ahead and finish the job.
He listens to the crowd shouts, yes.
Look to bring this series to a conclusion.
A lot
Sorry,
more
I'm
quick to
yawning.
react
Yeah,
this
the
round,
crowd,
our
he can
DRX.
listen to the crowd.
Some very good changes round around
It's
here
normal, it
in
happens
their
all over the
mentality.
TS में सब तो
Immediately
कितना हुआ है भाई
Flashback is
ऐसा
on his horse to get over there
होम
with
टीम
that
को
operator to back
होम टीम
up
को
that,
हेल्प करने के लिए कितना
that
चिल्लाते
A-side
थे
hold. Does a tremendous job with it.
but you can't hear though
Even
में थोड़ा मुश्किल ही है
finds the kill.
so those are like the
onto,
next level ear
Poppy
cancellation
there.
noise cancellation
Huge moment.
वो वाला तो
Huge performance on this Dion. Kind of questioning on split. Well, question's answered in my mind.
Well, quick readjust from Flashback, finds a shot. Fastlane going to be set up, but he just plants his feet. They're trying to pre-fire his exit angle. He just stays still for so long. He's able to avoid the lion's share of damage being thrown at him.
I think he got caught by the grab. that maybe.
Boombot just gets a bit there, a splash, a lick there onto Patrick Hu. But this right now feels like Global very much.
but wasn't it
trying
not
to get-
allowed in
okay, I was
CM
gonna say
not
split
allowed
back
मतलब तो
around,
क्या ही
hold
कर
Patrick
सकते हैं
Hu.
not allowed करके not able to they're not going to control
Find
the
one,
crowd
so
there.
off now going to be on the floor, the neural theft.
especially it's not allowed anywhere
Helping to lead the path. Showstopper going to be
Bro,
sent
bro,
down.
bro,
Kill not
bro,
going to be
bro.
found. Juan gets a reveal on the two. Hyunmin
Amma!
alone. Does get finished off, but Mako is here on the site looking for a little bit more, but cannot make it happen. Yutan finds the second with the stinger, upgrades
bomb
the
देखी
Vandal.
इधर. we have a re-smoke for city
As the smoke gets ready to dissipate. Spike still not planted. Looking to try to fight their way forward, freeing, able to find one. It does end up getting dropped. Global Esports not going down without a fight. Need 2 more rounds to take
I
this.
feel like
into
orange
overtime.
well, it happens everywhere all throughout
Flashback and Ben,
the
that
all
whiff
esports
up at
city
B Heaven cost him. That's a great angle to take. He just doesn't hit the shot. He had that fight isolated. Patrick Hu just wins it. He gets that. I think it's a very different round there because you don't have the showstopper to clear the site.
my stinger
Maybe.
doesn't work like that
DRX is able to hold the line a bit better. Poppy's going to have his ult coming into the next round.
my stinger doesn't work like that god damn it और DRX का time out है
First time out of the map for DRX.
It's
Even
no-
when, you know, that 0-5 streak was coming through from Global Esports.
all like हो
Didn't
जाता
see Termi wanting to get involved, but it seems like now he wants to
like हो
make sure that they don't take this to any kind of overtime. For sure. Let's see though. Get in with the rest of the players here.
It's really
I'll be really
good.
curious what the changeup might be. Gonna maybe put a little bit more attention towards the extremities of the map. Seems to be
Hey, Lord Bathura,
at times a little bit of a pressure point, but we heard
Wait,
just
wait,
a
no,
brief
no, no. Lord Bathura is a
kind of idea from Global Esports and their comms that maybe mid.
House scripts.
Although with
house
Elevated coming
scripts,
through,
sir. House
different ideas for them
scripts.
as well.
The double dose comp is still
Seems
valid.
like that's
Why
been a big
Speedpro's not running it? It was working before.
Pressure point for
I'm
Global
guessing-
Esports to try to
I'm
push
guessing,
against
this is my
DRX.
suspicion. I'm
You have some
guessing.
ults.
Okay, double
Poppy
duelist
has the
works,
Cosmic
but
Divide.
It's
You have
it's
the
not a
Armageddon for
neon
free.
jet combo anymore. It's a
Still have
Yoru
rifles
neon.
for DRX.
It's a Yoru jet.
It's gonna be a little bit awkward if they can't get it done in this round for the next one.
Maybe they're not comfortable
Try to close the
running
map out.
these particular
Oh.
duelists. It-
No, you tilted. Set that up.
Well, I think they thought that they were going to be able to have the catcher, that he wouldn't be able to get out.
When he's like
But-
right at the corner and he could just go to.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he was able to just get away, so they get rid
doing
of
2 games नहीं रे
that Armageddon that could be
इसमें ही नींद आ रहा है
getting, you know, a retake of a site going. Cosmic Divide in play. Kelly is able to find one. Mako going to be taken down. Estrella needing to try to hold the
Mama,
line here
please,
on the
Mama.
site. Hyunmin does come to his rescue, but gets tagged up down to 8 HP. Estrella, he's just killed 3. It's a massacre at his hands and freeing up over the top. He will just put him down 13-10. A bit of an odd finish here on split, but DRX coming away with a 2-0 victory, and with that win, they have officially punched their ticket
हो गया रे
to the
मेरा
playoffs here at Stage 1 alongside Boom Esports.
Yeah, well deserved for DRX. They continue to just steamroll teams. They are so solid in so many different ways. Macro, micro, fundamental to the game. All very, very good for DRX. At Global Esports, we saw when they got to their map pick, they had some ideas. They had some punch in them. They had some fight back. Very nice.
अरे हो गया मेरा सॉरी टू से कोई जी पे 2-1 बोल ईसीटी से कि जी से
मतलब जीतने का चांसेस बढ़ चुका है हाँ
को अभी अच्छे से करना पड़ेगा।
तो क्या रात को दारू पी के क्या करते हैं? मजाक कर रहा हूँ, बस इज नॉट के, बस इज नॉट। पीता है वो।
인터뷰 만나보겠습니다. 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. Alright, whole color on you.
Why are we not winning,
And
Batu
this
bro?
is
Why
your
not winning
first.
much?
Oh, okay. Make sure to put the jacket on. Oh, alright. This is the new color on you. This is your first win here at the
What?
वो तो डायरेक्ट आगे अपर सेमी में
अरे सेकंड थर्ड होगा और
3 लोग का स्लॉट है रे टोरंटो में
हाँ वो तो ये सब पता है मेरे को वो जानना था कि कितने प्लेऑफ्स में जाएगी
चार टीम प्लेऑफ्स में जा रहे दोनों जगह
पेपर एक्स का राइट क्लिक कर और डीआरएक्स का राइट क्लिक कर दोनों के मैचेस किस किस के अगेंस्ट देख
부담감도 내려놓고 편하게 소통하면서 좀 더 게임에 집중할
मैन मेरे को साइन कर लेना चाहिए और मैं कम से कम 2 क्लिप तो ले आऊंगा कुछ नहीं तो 2 क्लिप तो ले आऊंगा
Party popper emoji, birthday cake emoji.
സ്വന്തമായിട്ട് കാണുന്ന വെച്ചുള്ളതും പോയി ഇങ്ങനെ വെച്ചിട്ട് എന്ത് വിഷയമാണ് നീ കണ്ടാടാ അതൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ വളഞ്ഞോള സാച്ചിലുണ്ട് നീ വളഞ്ഞോള സാച്ചില്
എന്തെങ്കിലുമൊക്കെ എടുത്ത് കാണിക്കുവേ
അണ്ണാ ഈ ബ്ലാക്കി ബ്രോ ഇനി എന്ന് വരും ആ വരൂലടാ മരിച്ചു ഭയങ്കര നല്ലൊരു മനുഷ്യനെ നിങ്ങൾ ആരെങ്കിലും ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ ബോക്സർ വെച്ച് വെടി വെച്ചിട്ട് കൊള്ളണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ കളിക്കില്ല ഞാൻ ഇറങ്ങണം
मेरे को कुछ नहीं अपने प्लान से जीटी आरपी ट्राई करते
നൂബെന്ന് കൊള്ളാം നൂബ് സാച്ചിൽ എടേ നീ നോക്കിയോ ഈ സാച്ചിലിന്റെ അത്ര ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് ആണ് സാച്ചിൽ ആരും ഇടൂല
Guys, ignoring me. Many. Explain the place.
അവിടെ നിന്ന് തുടങ്ങിയാണ് ഏതാണ്ട് ഹെലികോപ്റ്ററിന്റെ അവിടെ നിന്ന് നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് തുടങ്ങാം എടാ നിങ്ങൾ കേറിയാ ഞാൻ ഇന്ന് ഫുൾ ഫ്ലോ ഗ്രൂപ്പിലായിരിക്കും കളിക്കുന്നത്
Ignored. നമ്മ ആടത
എനിക്ക് ബാറ്റിൽ പാസ് കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ആക്കണം വാ കളിക്കാം എനിക്ക് ആ സാധനം വേണം ഞെക്കണത് ജോക്ക് ചെയ്ത് ഞെക്കിക്കൊണ്ട് നടക്കണ്ടിട്ട് എനിക്ക് അങ്ങോട്ട് ഇതാവണം മനസ്സിലായ
I'm getting ignored, bro.
ഡെത്ത് മാച്ചാ കേരള റേസ് മെയിൻ ആരാണ്? കേരള റേസ് മെയിൻ ചന്ദ്രൻ. സംശയം എന്തിന്? ഒരു ചാലഞ്ച് ഇല്ലാതെ കളിക്കണം. കളിക്കാമല്ലോ.
చాలా మంది మన దగ్గరకు వస్తారు మమ్మ.
ചാലഞ്ച് ചെയ്ത്
వాళ్ళ దగ్గర నుంచి మన దగ్గర చాలా మంది వస్తారు మమ్మ.
ബ്രോ റേസർ മൗസ് സെറ്റിംഗ് ഇൻ സിനാപ്സ് ഒന്ന് കാണിക്കാമോ? എടാ അത് എന്തിനാ സോഫ്റ്റ്വെയർ ഇത്? ഞാൻ ഉപയോഗിക്കാതിരിക്കാൻ മാക്സിമം.
സ്ക്രീൻ ഷെയർ ചെയ്ത് ഓഫ് ചെയ്തോ?
അയ്യോ അതാണ് കേട്ടോ എനിക്ക് കളിക്കാൻ പറ്റാത്തത്. ഓഫ് ചെയ്ത്
എന്തെങ്കിലും കിട്ടിയാൽ ഒരു കാരണം.
റേസർ സിനാപ്സിൽ ഞാൻ ഒന്നും ചെയ്യാറില്ല ബ്രോ. ഞാൻ എല്ലാം അങ്ങ് ഓൺ ബോഡി മനസ്സിലായി. എല്ലാം മറ്റേ മൗസിലോട്ട് അങ്ങ് സേവ് ചെയ്ത് എന്നിട്ട് അൺഇൻസ്റ്റാൾ ചെയ്ത് കളയാനല്ല ഈ സോഫ്റ്റ്വെയർ. ഞാൻ പെർഫോമൻസ് 800 ഇട്ടേക്കണം. ബാക്കിയൊന്നും ഞാൻ ഉപയോഗിക്കാറില്ല. ഇതൊക്കെ എടുത്ത് കളയണം. അതൊക്കെ ക്ലോസ് ചെയ്യണം. എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഈ XY ആക്സസ് ഞാൻ ഉപയോഗിക്കാറുപോലും ഇല്ല. 2000 കോളിംഗ് റേറ്റ് ഇട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. അത്ര തന്നെ, വേറെ ഒന്നും ചെയ്യാറില്ല അതിൽ. എന്തിനാ പവർ എന്തിനാ എന്താ ഞാനൊന്നും നോക്കാറുപോലും ഇല്ല. അത്രയൊക്കെ തന്നെ. ഞാൻ ഒന്നും മാറ്റിയിട്ടില്ലടാ, ലിറ്ററലി ഒന്നും മാറ്റിയിട്ടില്ല. കോളിംഗ് റേറ്റ് മാത്രം 2000 ആക്കി, വേറെ ഒന്നും മാറ്റിയിട്ടില്ല. ഗെയിം ക്യാപ്ചർ അല്ലേ ഇട്ടിരുന്നത്? ചുമ്മാ എന്റെ വെടിയുള്ളാത്തത്. അണ്ണാക്കി കിട്ടിയോ? വാ വാ വാ. അല്ല ബ്രോ ഇന്ന് ഞാൻ മുട്ട
Jumping out the whip, shit cold. Watching my step ground froze. Most my days spent alone. Same with my bro, he knows. Ay, gotta pay dues. Walking in mud, you can check my shoes. Tryna bite this, might chip your tooth. Tryna come with you, fake no room. When I made that deal, they should go and pay bills. Time be on my ass, but I pull a stunt like Copperfield. Wanna see Holly's hills? That bitch got heat for real. Sad looking past the windowsill. I've been thinking about the same shit still.
ആ കളി ജയിക്കുമ്പോ അപ്പൊ തരാം 3000. ഒരു കാര്യം ചെയ്യും, 1000 രൂപ അഡ്വാൻസ് അയച്ചിട്ട് ജയിച്ചില്ലേ തിരിച്ചു തരാം. സിമ്പിളല്ലേ, സിമ്പിളല്ലേ? നോ ബിഡിയറ്റ്. ओके यार दिस रहा था
नहीं सकता भाई, इतना भी इग्नोर कभी नहीं हुआ, इसलिए दिल पे लग रहा है बे. इतना तो इग्नोर कभी नहीं होता था मैं.
यार विषय है ना था यार ये
bro is he looking at me and ignoring for this bro?
ആണോ ഒന്ന് എടാ ഏറ്റവും വില കൂടിയ മൗസ് ഏറ്റവും എന്റെ ലെവലിൽ നിങ്ങൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കേണ്ട ഒരു കാര്യം
looking at me and ignoring me wantedly.
കീബോർഡിൽ ഒന്നുമില്ല കാര്യം. ഞാൻ എന്ത് നൂപുന്നുണ്ട്, എല്ലാം വില കൂടിയ സാധനമാണ് എൻ്റെ ഇരിക്കുന്നത്. നിങ്ങൾ ചുമ്മാ പൈസ കളയാതെ കഴിവ് കൂട്ടാൻ നോക്കും, അതാണ് വേണ്ടത്. ഇത് പഠിക്കേണ്ട ഒരു പാഠമാണ്. സ്കിന്നിലല്ല അതെ, സ്കിന്നിലും അല്ല ഇതിലും അല്ല കാര്യം, നമ്മളെ കഴിവ് പോലെ ഇരിക്കും. You wanna play ചേട്ടാ? Lordbathura bro, you call me now Anna, you love me, you wanna hate me bro? Better not play with me. പിക്കിൾ ബോൾ 7:30. എന്റെ പൊന്ന് വിഷ്ണു, ഞാൻ നിന്നെയൊക്കെ ബ്ലോക്ക് ചെയ്ത് കളിയാ. നിന്റെ കമ്പനി വിട്ട് ഞാൻ മെരിഞ്ഞാത്തോടെ ഇനി ഞാൻ ഒന്നിനും ഇല്ല. ഞാൻ ഇനി ഫുൾ പ്രൊഡക്റ്റീവ് ആൻഡ് ഹെൽത്തി പിക്കിൾ ബോൾ കളിക്കാൻ വരാം. നോക്കട്ടെ 5 മണിക്കല്ലേ 7:30ക്കല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു ഫോർ ദ 100 2000 രൂപയ്ക്ക്. ഇനി എന്താ കുപ്പിയുടെ കാശ് ഇടുന്നു. You play better than you tell ID welcome. ഒരു പുതിയ ശത്രുവിനെ ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ വേണം വിലംബ്രോ നമ്മൾ. I'll give you party code after that match. Oh. ഞാൻ ഒരു ഫാൻറ്റം പ്ലെയർ ആയിരുന്നു കേട്ടോ. എനിക്കത് ഇപ്പോഴാണ് മനസ്സിലായത്.
Are we playing this? Please wish me luck. That's two VALORANT and game lo odi bada matte odi subada wala.
മൂന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞു നീനെ 8 സൈഡിൽ നിന്ന് വെടി വെച്ചടേ.
അമ്മ
ഞാൻ ഫാൻറ്റം പ്ലെയർ ആയിരുന്നു. ആ കില്ലെടുക്കാൻ നിന്ന് വേറെ
സ്റ്റേജിന്റെ പേര് നോക്കിയേ.
പേരെന്തിനാണ്
അങ്ങയുടെ പേര്
എനിക്ക് കണ്ടോളൂ. എന്റെ പേര് എന്നെ കിടനാണ്. ഓക്കെ എന്തോന്ന് ആരടേ നൂബ്സ്?
Come up D350 now. See, I didn't even say anything. Even Dharma saying that.
ഞാൻ തീർത്തില്ല ബ്രോ. എനിക്ക് വയ്യ. ഈ ഡെത്ത് മാച്ച് ജയിക്കണമാർക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് എനിക്ക് ഇനി ചത്തു കൊടുക്കാൻ വയ്യ. ഞാൻ വേണ്ട കൊച്ചുള്ളവരല്ലേ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇത്രയും നാളെ കൊല്ലായിരുന്നു. ഇനി എനിക്കത് പറ്റും തോന്നില്ല.
ഇനിയും പറ്റില്ല.
എന്താ പിള്ളേർ സെൻസിറ്റീവ് ചോദിക്കണം എന്റെ കളി കണ്ടിട്ട്.
ഇടാതിരിക്കാനായിരിക്കും.
Come on, Jockey. We are pickleball gods now. നീ ആ കളി കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്? അത് എങ്ങനെ കളിക്കണേന്ന് എനിക്ക് അറിഞ്ഞൂടാ. നീ പറഞ്ഞാണ് ഞാൻ അങ്ങനെ ഒരു കളി കൊണ്ടുവന്നെ. ഹലോ
ചേട്ടാ.
ഡേ എവിടെ? Where are you, man? How are you?
I am in a lot of girls' hearts.
Okay. Party code പറയട്ടാ. I will tell you the party code.
1 second ചേട്ടാ.
Yeah, okay. വിലംബ്രോയ്ക്ക് അറിയാലോ നിങ്ങൾ. We have met the other day, no? This is Willembro from Comic-Con. We were there.
Oh shit, hi bro.
Hey bro, what's up?
Oh bro, ഇത്ര എക്സൈറ്റ്മെന്റ് എതുക്ക്?
അങ്ങനെ
what's up bro? Number 3 mana 5 mana?
3. Let's go 3.
3 means I'll come in this.
ചേഞ്ച് വാൻഡൽ സ്കിൻ എന്തിന്? വൈ? ഇപ്പൊ നല്ലോണം കളിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്ന സ്കിന്ന് ചാമ്പ്യൻ സ്കിൻ മതി.
പാർട്ടി കോഡ് ചേട്ടാ.
ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്. DRY ഡ്രൈ 915. Let's go. Is this your main ID?
No bro.
Yeah, okay.
No. Add me in that ID only. I'll add in both.
Okay.
I'll actually add in both and keep.
ന്യൂ ബാറ്റിൽ പാസ് സ്കിൻ മാത്രം യൂസ് ചെയ്ത് കളിക്കാമോ? എനിക്കൊന്നും വയ്യ. ഞാൻ വെറുതെ ബാറ്റിൽ പാസിന് മറ്റേ റേഡിയൻ പോയിന്റ് പിന്നെ പൈസ ലോർഡ് ബത്തൂര ഇനി അണ്ണന്റെ പുതിയ ശത്രു എന്ന്.
I'll fill, bro. I can take whatever I want. You want me to play Breach?
Just play whatever you're comfortable with. It's totally
Oh,
fine.
I'll make you comfortable, bro. You come, bro. Everybody is blind. Everybody stunned. You go, mom. You kill everyone.
Oh, set. അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ 100% GG. Oh, this is my friend Lord Bathura. VLT Bathura.
Nange.
Bro, where do you stay?
Hyderabad, bro.
That's what I'm asking.
Oh, Hyderabad only Mindspace.
Oh, Mindspace.
Mindspace.
Oh, you guys both in Hyderabad. Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
that's what I'm.
Mindspace.
அங்க ஃபுல் ஆபீஸ் இருக்குல்ல, அதுக்கு தான் கேட்டேன்.
Office பின்னாடி அதான் where that food that food street is there, no?
Oh, Madhapur.
Ha, there.
Okay.
വിളംബരക്ക് അവിടെ എല്ലാ സ്ഥലവും അറിയല്ലേ? You know all the places there.
From 2016 I was there, no?
Oh, 10 years
You guys can
Hyderabad.
speak in Malayalam. You guys can speak in Malayalam. I understand. பேச மட்டும் தான் வராது.
தமிழ்ல பேசலாமே.
தமிழ்ல பேசலாமே. தமிழ் வந்து என்னோட செகண்ட் மதர் டங்.
മലയാളം I know, bro. ആലുവാപ്പുഴയുടെ തീരത്ത് ആരോരുമില്ല.
അണ്ണേ പോതും.
ചേട്ടാ സ്റ്റൺ വേണമോ?
സ്റ്റൺ വേണ്ട. If someone help me, I can't play.
Okay.
ഈ സ്നേഹമൊക്കെ എന്നും വേണടാ. കളിയെ സ്നേഹം കുറയരുത്. Every day you should have this much love, even after the game.
100%. 100%. നിൻಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ വേണമോ?
അങ്ങനെ കുറച്ച് ഹെൽപ്പ് കൊടുക്കൂ പ്ലീസ്.
Hi guys.
Yeah, hello.
I stand you also. Both low. Bro, I stand you, bro. Sorry.
ആരക്കലോ.
താങ്കളുടെ സേവനത്തിന് നന്ദി. Globe 30, Enjo 30.
Request system and only still restart this now. I think we'll have to install the game.
Timing.
കറക്റ്റ് സമയത്ത് പണികളാ എന്നെ. അവർ സൈറ്റിൽ തന്നെ എന്നടാ മെയിൻസ് പോയില്ല. മെയിൻസ് പോയെന്ന്.
One top.
మామ వాడికంతా తెలీదు. వాడితో చాలా చెప్తున్నాడు డిఎన్ఎస్ అంటే ఏంటి.
One top bro.
ഞാൻ ഒന്ന് വെയിറ്റ് ചെയ്യായിട്ടുള്ള ടീം വന്നിട്ട് പയ്യെ കളിച്ചാൽ മതിയായിരുന്നു. വെറുതെ വില്ലൻ ചേട്ടനോട് മാലുവിൽ മെസ്സേജ് നോക്കാൻ പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് നമ്മുടെ ഇവൻ പറയണുണ്ട്. ആണോ ഇന്നലത്തെ ലൈവ് എനിക്ക് ആക്കിയോ? ഞാൻ മാറ്റിയടാ. അത് ഇപ്പൊ കാണാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ല.
I screamed bro. I screamed.
bro.
ഇത് മാറിയില്ല ഇപ്പോഴും. വില്ലൻ ബ്രോ
എവിടുണ്ടേ?
I'm all tapped. 1 second, bro.
പറഞ്ഞേ.
I was all tapped.
വേറെ കളി കളിച്ചറിഞ്ഞില്ല. കുഴപ്പമില്ല.
Right planted.
Spike planted.
അവിടെ പോയെന്ന് തോന്നട്ടാ.
ഞാൻ ഒരു കില്ലിന് കളിക്കാൻ പോണം.
ഇവിടെ
ഉണ്ടോ? അയ്യോ രക്ഷിക്കണേ.
Last player standing.
Okay.
Just swapping in the fusion cells. Okay, my arms are good. We can go.
ഒരു മൈൽ എത്രയാണ് നിന്റെ മണി?
ഒരു മൈൽ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരു പിത്തൾ. അപ്പൊ 3 മൈൽ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ 3 പിത്തൾ. ഓ ഞാൻ ഫാൻഡം പ്ലെയർ ആണ്. സ്മോക്ക് മെയിൻ ബ്രോ.
Villain, come bro, come main bro. Go fight. I'm stunning.
വേറെ ലോകത്തിലെ
Go fight main bro. William.
Ready, old man.
Yeah.
William bro, appo ningal combo. Idi kambi bro
Nobody's there.
I have flash.
ഞാൻ ചത്തിട്ടാണ് കമ്പി ഇടണേ. നൈസ് വില്ലം ബ്രോ നൈസ്. അവരങ്ങ് കേറിയാ?
കേറി.
Two side.
Wait.
Main. One main.
Here. Spike planted.
Yeah. 70 attack, close 70 attack, overkill I guess.
Last player standing.
Okay. Oh, 8-0 on a ball.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, nice try.
Barack Osama.
Reload your mags and let's get back out there.
How do you say dog in Malayalam, bro?
Patti.
Many.
Yeah.
Okay. നമ്മൾ തോറ്റ് വില്ലം ബ്രോ.
അത് വലിയ സംഭവമല്ലല്ലോ.
ഇല്ല. Time to win guys. Time to win. ഞാൻ നിൽക്കുവാണ്. ഓപ്പ് എടുത്ത് ജയിക്കാം. 0-3 ആയിട്ടാ നാളെ.
Hello bro. What's the channel? Man at Arms Gaming. Dish clean on. Be careful.
B coming. Oh, they are coming. B arcade. Yeeka kere aliya avaru.
Halal is in the lobby or what? No, I'm playing with them, bro. Clove arcade on.
Spike planted.
Hey, cage ആയിട്ടത്. Cage trigger. Oh. എവിടെയാണെന്നോ എനിക്ക് അറിഞ്ഞൂടെ. ജീവിതകാലം മുഴുവൻ വെളുത്തു വിളമ്പോ.
Last player standing.
Close William.
വിളമ്പോ റേഞ്ച് മസ്റ്ററുള്ള വിളമ്പോ പിടിക്ക് സാധനത്തില്. കുഴപ്പമില്ല. നൈസ് ട്രൈ ബ്രോ. നൈസ് ട്രൈ.
Okay, let's win first.
ഉണ്ടോ? ഇല്ല. ടോപ്പ് കണ്ടിട്ട് വെച്ചാണ്.
Initiate what vandal you have?
You want vandal?
Which one do you have?
Champion 2021.
Kudunga.
William bro. നമുക്ക്
ഞാനിവിടെ പുഷ് ചെയ്യുന്നു.
എവിടെ പുഷ് ചെയ്യണം? അവർക്ക് 2 ഇനീഷ്യേറ്റർ ഉണ്ട്. കളിക്കാൻ അറിയാന്നുള്ള മരം പീക്കാൻ പോലും പറ്റൂല. അപ്പുറത്താണ്.
ഡ്രോപ്പ് ഉണ്ട്. അന്ന് അതുവരെ ഒളിച്ചിരുന്നു.
Spike down A. You had your fun. My turn.
Yo.
One enemy remaining. Spike down.
Yeah, main.
We bring it
Nice.
My ult's ready.
Don't worry. എപ്പോഴോ കിട്ടിയതാണ്.
എന്നെ എന്തോ ഒന്നും തോന്നുന്നു.
വിളംബറ കൊന്നേണെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. ഓ പൈസ ഇല്ല കേട്ടാ.
Bro, what is Alia mean? Alia means macha, no?
Alia means yeah, somewhat. Macha.
Time to learn Malayalam.
Yeah, it's easy, bro.
Which is actual mother tongue.
Mother tongue is Telugu, bro.
ഇവിടെ വരണ.
അപ്പൊ മാറ്റാട്.
അപ്പുറത്തെ ടോപ്പ് ഫ്രാഗറിനെ കൊന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇനി നമ്മളെ കളി. ഇനി ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ട് എടുത്തിട്ട് ഒരു പീരിയ പീക്ക് ഉണ്ട്. പീരിയ പീക്ക് വാടാ. They don't have smokes. There's smokes there. ടോപ്പ് ഫ്രാഗർ ഏത്? സ്മോക്ക് ഇട്ടോ അവൻ.
I'm rotating.
Spike
planted.
I'll ult side, come.
Wait, I'm going heaven. Wait.
Off your feet! Trevor! Flash out!
Oh, enna
Last player standing.
2 more, one main, one side. Reina main ane Theo no info.
One enemy remaining.
My ult's ready.
Main right side.
Lock the site.
ഒന്നും ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല.
Race it to the spike site.
വെറുതെ സേവ് ചെയ്താൽ ന്യൂ കമ്പനി ന്യൂ 3 സ്റ്റാർ ബ്രോ മിക്സ്ചർ വിച്ച് ഈസ് മോർ വാട്ടഡ്. അതിനാണ് തിൻ മിക്സ്ചറും തിക്ക് മിക്സ്ചറും. പിള്ളേരൊക്കെ വലിയ വിഷയമാണ് കേട്ടോ.
അലുവാപ്പുലയുടെ തീരത്ത്
യൂസ്ലെസ് സ്കിൽ എടുത്തിട്ട് ഡയലോഗ് അടിക്കുന്നു.
ആർക്കേഡ് മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ.
കേറി.
Spike down B.
അയ്യോ
സൈറ്റിൽ ഇരിക്കുന്നു.
One enemy remaining.
സൈറ്റ് ഇസ് ഡെഡ് ഓർ വാട്ട്?
Last arcade close.
ആ മെയിൻ സൈഡ് വരാൻ നല്ല ചാൻസ് ഉണ്ട്.
How did I kill them when I'm stunned, bro?
My camera is broken. മിച്ചർ അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ.
മിച്ചറാ
മിച്ചർ വിലംബ്രോ ഈ തോക്കെടുത്തോ. നിങ്ങൾ മൂവ് ആയതുകൊണ്ട് ഈ തോക്ക് തരാം. വാ, take this gun. Nobody sala. Yeah, drop.
Player, Brim, I'll go there. Brim, go there, play.
Get out of my way.
അപ്പുറത്താണ് ഇല്ല.
Drop.
Batur, I think you should come slowly from drop.
Go back. The flow holds, bro.
Oh, Aliya!
മാറിക്കോ. എല്ലാവരുടെ പിക്ക് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു.
Stay alive, no, and drop around.
Spike planted.
Mains. എടാ 76 stack.
എടാ ഞാൻ ഓവർ ഹീലാണ്.
Oh, is it main? Both main?
എടാ ഇവന്
Let's ruin their day.
അളിയൻ ഡിഫ്യൂസ് ചെയ്തോ പോട്ടെ. അവൻ ഇതിന് ഡിഫ്യൂസർ ആംഗിൾ ഉണ്ട്. സ്പാം ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന ആംഗിൾ ഡിഫ്യൂസ് ചെയ്തു.
Bro, this brimstone is on putty follow road.
പട്ടിവല്ലോ എടാ ബയ്യാണോ? എന്നാ ഞാൻ മാർച്ച് എടുത്ത് വെച്ചിട്ട് എല്ലാവരെയും കൊല്ലാം. I didn't have molly. It's okay bro, it's okay. You tried your level best. ആദ്യമായിട്ടായിരിക്കും അവൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് ഒരാൾ നല്ലതാണ് ജീവിതത്തിൽ. I'll be that guy who says positive things in life.
100%.
നമുക്ക് അഭിനയിക്കാൻ നല്ല ആളായിട്ട് ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് നമ്മളോട് കളിക്കുന്നത്.
Arcade one.
ഓ ആരോ വന്ന് മൂട്ടി നിന്ന് ചാടിയന്റെ ഇതും പോയി. നന്നായി.
Player standing.
Arcade on.
85 tag.
Raining in Hyderabad. Oh fuck yeah, bro. It's raining again. What the hell?
They think they're better than us.
അവനെ കുത്തിയിടാൻ വേണം അപ്പോഴേ.
അവനെ അങ്ങ്
ये Barack Osama. Bro, this guy will fuck Barack Osama, bro.
ഇങ്ങനെ അമേരിക്കനെ സൈറ്റിൽ കയറാം. നമുക്കൊരു റെസിസ്റ്റൻസ് ഇല്ല. ഒരു ചുമ്മാ കയറി വരികയാണ്.
നമ്മുടെ സൈഫർ പൊട്ടൻ.
സൈഫറും ബ്രിമ്മും പൊട്ടാൻ.
Two drop, 3 drop.
ഇവിടെ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട് ഞാൻ കമ്മിങ് ആർക്കേഡ് ആസ് വെൽ. യാ ഓൾറെഡി
In tower.
ഞാൻ ചത്തേ. അയ്യോ
Indeed.
Spike planted.
For my own use.
Player
എടാ ഈ സൈഫറിന്റെ അടുത്ത് ആരെങ്കിലും സംസാരിക്കൂ എന്നിട്ട് അവന്റെ അടുത്തൊന്ന് എന്തെങ്കിലും ചെയ്യാൻ പറയൂ.
Cypher, can you put one trap here, the other trap on site, and can you play inside towers?
അവൻ പറയാ
വിലംബ്രോ ഞാൻ ഡ്രോപ്പ് കളിക്കാം. നിങ്ങൾ സൈറ്റ് നിങ്ങൾ രണ്ടുപേരും കൂടെ ഒരുമിച്ച് ഒന്നാവും. ഡ്രോപ്പിൽ ആരെങ്കിലും വരുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ വിലംബ്രോ അവന്റെ ചോര ഞാൻ എടുക്കും. ബ്ലഡ് എന്നിട്ട് അവന് ഇതുവഴി വരാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ.
Discord-lo వస్తున్నారా పోతున్నారా?
ബ്ലഡ് ബോണ്ട് ആണത്. ഓ അളി എന്ത് പ്രിയടാ എന്നെ അടിച്ചത്. എന്റെ മോനെ അമ്മക്ക് പ്രാന്താണ് കേട്ടോ. അമ്മര് ഒരാളെ ബാഡി തൊട്ടെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ 8 പേരെ ബാഡി അടിക്കാൻ. ഇത് ആരളിയാ ഈ സൈഫർ കളിക്കണേ?
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Oh, if we win, get the offer. Loaded fries or burger? ഏത് ഓർഡർ ചെയ്യണം? ലോഡഡ് ഫ്രൈസ് നല്ലതാണെങ്കിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ബർഗർ ഓർഡർ ചെയ്യും.
Burger with loaded fries order ചെയ്യാം. Best.
Ring versus
800 calories.
Get the off.
One left.
Last round in the half.
Half time. Don't save a thing.
ഞാൻ ആർക്കേഡ് ഒരു അഗ്രസീവ് കളി കളിച്ചിട്ട് വരാം. I can drop a jet if you want, Brum. Brum, you want jet?
No, Cypher ali paisa undu.
Cypher, you can drop. Cypher, bro, you there? Are you AFK? Hello, can you drop?
Talk.
Let's go.
నువ్వు మ్యూట్ అన్న చూసిన నేను చేస్తున్నా. చేటా
Enemy spotted.
Help! അയ്യോ എന്നെ കൊല്ലണേ. അയ്യോ ഒരു സഹായം പോലും ചെയ്യൂലടേ. ജെറ്റിലോ ആണേ. നമ്മുടെ ജെറ്റിലോ ആണേ.
റീലോഡ് ആണ്.
കാണാൻ പറ്റും. മൂന്ന് പേര് സീറ്റിൽ നിക്കാടാ. ഞാൻ അടിയും കൊണ്ട് ഓടി വന്നിട്ട് ഒരു കവർ ഫയർ പോലും ഇല്ല. ഒരു ചുമ്മാ അതാ ഞാൻ എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് ഓടി വരണേന്ന്. ആരെങ്കിലും ഒരു വെടിയെങ്കിലും വെച്ചിട്ട് ഇവിടെ മുഴുവൻ ആള് നിക്കുക സീറ്റിൽ. ഇതാ ഇവിടേക്ക് ആള് നിക്കുകയാണ്. എനിക്ക് ഓടി അവന്റെ ദേഹത്ത് തട്ടുന്നുള്ള ലെഫ്റ്റ് പിടിച്ച് ഓടി വരികയായിരുന്നു. എന്നിട്ടും ചത്ത്. യൂട്ടിലിറ്റി ഫഗ്ഡ് സത്യം. ഇവിടെ പയ്യ കളിച്ചാല.
I asked him to sleep after this game, bro. He went to death, no, bro.
വിലംബരം ഒന്ന് അടി. അയ്യോ
CT ഒന്ന്.
വെറുതെ തെറിച്ച.
ഇവിടെ പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്യാത്തത് എന്താ?
ഒരു ബാക്ക് സ്റ്റാബ് ആണെന്നോ എല്ലാരും?
Enemy down. Enemy spotted B. Forever.
One enemy remaining.
Last underground to B main maybe.
ഞാൻ ഈ ഷെറിഫെ വാങ്ങിക്കുള്ളൂ. ഈ പെടച്ചെറുപ്പം ഞാൻ വാങ്ങിക്കുകയില്ല.
ഏതാ ഗോസ്റ്റോ?
അമലെ വെൽക്കം ടു ഗോൾഡ്.
How does the ghost look?
Bro, that new movie you guys saw, new Malayalam movie, Officer on Duty, kollam adipoli movie ആണ്.
ഞാൻ ചത്ത പിന്നെ.
Flashing, go inside the smoke. Flashing out.
Reloading.
Flashing again here. Ready?
Cypher discounted.
One more.
ഞാൻ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വേറെ ആംഗിൾ നോക്കി തരായിരുന്നു. അവിടെ സൈറ്റിൽ ഒരുത്തുണ്ടെന്ന് ഉറപ്പല്ല. ഞാൻ അവിടെ നോക്കി നിൽക്കുകയായിരുന്നു. ഞാൻ എല്ലാവരും കൊടുത്ത ഡാമേജ് 22, 16. പുറത്ത് പറയാൻ കൊള്ളില്ല. അതെങ്ങനെയാ ജയിച്ചേ? സൈഫർ ഡിസ്കണക്ട് ആയടേ.
പോയി.
ഓ എങ്ങനെയെങ്കിലും ഇത്രയും ജയിക്കാന്ന് വെച്ചപ്പോ ഇങ്ങനത്തെ പട്ടി ഡിസ്കണക്റ്റും കൂടെ ആവും.
Amen, careful. Amen, careful.
അതെ. ഇവരൊന്നും കിട്ടില്ല. യു ഹാവ് ദ സ്പൈക്ക്. ഓക്കെ ബട്ടൂര. ഇറ്റ്സ് ഓക്കെ, ഇറ്റ്സ് ഓക്കെ.
ഞാൻ വരുന്നേ.
We'll go B. Protect this and go. I'll come from arcade.
Okay.
Underground push.
ഓൾറെഡി അവിടെ വന്നിരിക്കുന്നു.
Main pushing.
Wait.
He push knock out.
Spike down, attacker spawn. Last player standing.
എടാ ഇവനെ ഡിസ്കണക്ട് ആകണ്ട സമയം റിപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്ത് ഓർഡർ ഇവനെയൊക്കെ. ഇല്ല മനപ്പൂർവ്വം ഇട്ടിട്ട് പോയതാ. ഇവനെ മിണ്ടിയിട്ടില്ല, ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചായിരുന്ന അവൻ എനിക്ക് മലയാളിയാണെന്നാണ് പറഞ്ഞത്. മിണ്ടിയിട്ടില്ല ഇവന്മാർ രണ്ടുപേരും. ബ്രും ഡു യു ഹാവ് മൈക്ക്? ഹലോ.
The hunt begins.
Oh, we're going fast.
Launching smoke.
Sungas.
Dim beacon down. My ult's ready. Forever.
സൈക്കിൾ ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ? ഇതുവരെ ആരെയും കണ്ടില്ല.
Drop.
എവിടെയാണോ എന്തോ അറിയാ.
Drop.
ഞാൻ 4 സൈഡില് 4 പേര്.
4 സൈഡിൽ 4 പേര്.
ഹൈറ്റില്
കാണിക്കാം.
Stay in range of my stim beacon.
ഇത് ഉറപ്പാണ്, ഇത് അറിയാന്നുള്ളമാര് വേണ്ടത്.
ഇത് ഇങ്ങനെ ഇതെല്ലാം നമ്മുടെ ടീമിനെ വരത്തുള്ളൂ ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള.
അതെ
ബ്രോ കംബ്രോ will W anyways we can't win 4-5.
അതാ will WS എടുക്കോ വന്ന്
flashing out.
അയ്യോ 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 ബ്രോ നിങ്ങൾ സേഫാണ്. അയ്യോ ഞാൻ ചത്തേ. ബ്രോ നിങ്ങൾ എവിടെ?
ആ കൺകസ് ആ പറിച്ച സാധനം എന്റെ തലയില്.
ഞാൻ മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ അള്ളേ.
പോകുന്നുണ്ട് അവിടേക്ക് അടിച്ചെടുത്ത്.
ബ്രിഡ്ജ് ടവർ ആണ്.
കുത്തിയിടുവോ എന്തോ
ഇട്ടാലും മതിയായിരുന്നു.
ടീമാണ്.
ശരിയാണല്ലോ
അണ്ടർഗ്രൗണ്ട് ഇതാണല്ലോ. ഞാൻ പോണ എന്റെ മൂഡ്.
30 seconds left.
കുത്തിയിടുവോക്ക് എന്ത് തോന്നുന്നു? മതിയായിരുന്നു. നിങ്ങൾ അവരെ കൂടെയാണ്. അതെ
കാത്തിരിപ്പുണ്ട് പിന്നെ.
നമ്മളെ കളി ഇത്. നമ്മള് ജയിച്ച് ഉടൻ ജയിക്കുക. അയ്യോ
രക്ഷപ്പെടോ.
എന്തിനൊരു വരാത്തെന്ത്? ഒരു വേറെന്തോ വലിയ കാര്യങ്ങൾ പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്യണ പോലെ തോന്നണുണ്ട് എനിക്ക്.
ചെറിയ പ്ലാൻ ആയിരുന്നു.
എന്താ എന്ത് വരണ്ടേ?
You heard him main, no? I don't know why he didn't pick.
Yeah.
Match point.
But not nice enough to die in.
സൈഫറിന്റെ കളി കണ്ടപ്പോ തോന്നിയത്
ചാൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. വെയിറ്റിംഗ് ഫോർ ടീംമേറ്റ്. അതാണ് പ്രോപ്പർ കളി. അവൻ കളിച്ചാൽ പ്രോപ്പർ കളി. ഒന്നും നോക്കാനില്ല. എങ്ങനെയെങ്കിലും 2 കില്ല് 2 കില്ല് എങ്ങനെയാലും എടുക്കാം. അവിടെ നോക്കി തന്നെ. അവിടെ നിന്ന് ബാക്ക് സ്റ്റാൻഡ് എന്നാലും കാര്യമില്ല. നമ്മളിവിടെ 3 പേരില്ല. വെറുതെ അഭിനയമാണ്. കുറെ നേരം ഇരുന്ന്. One more B.
We'll go bro. Go plant right.
Okay. ഒരു ആംഗിളിൽ നിന്ന് വരണം. വാടാ വരാൻ.
എടാ മെയിൻ പ്ലാന്റ് ആണ്. Stun from drop.
ബ്രോ
Drop ആണ്.
Player standing.
120 damage.
ഇല്ല ബ്രോ ഞാൻ നോക്കാം.
എടാ 2v3 ആയിരുന്നു അറിയാ. നിങ്ങൾ എന്തിനു പോയി ചത്തത് വെറുതെ?
Do you have a playbook? What playbook?
Defenders win.
What's a playbook?
You can have at least one more round.
First game is always for Bhagwan. Now you go.
Yes. Actually all our games are for Bhagavan from last 3 days.
അപ്പളല്ലേ go பண்ணுங்க ജയിക്കறோம்.
അസെൻഡന്റ് 2 ന്ന് ഇറങ്ങി ഞാൻ
അസെൻഡന്റ് 3 ന്ന് ഡയമണ്ട് ആവുമ്പോണ് വിത്ത് വില്ലംബ്രോ is going to be platinum.
Ascendant from Ascendant 2.
ജയേഷ് വൈറ്റി നമ്മളെ ടീമിലെ ബി ജോയും അയ്യോ ഇവനൊക്കെ അസെൻഡന്റ് 3 നളിയാ ഈ ബ്രിമ്മ്
ഒലക്കാണ് ഇവനൊന്നും അറിയത്തില്ല വെടിയെങ്കിലും വെച്ചാൽ മതിയായിരുന്നു
പോകേട്ടില്ല വേണ്ട വെടിയെങ്കിലും വെക്കൂലേ റിപ്പോർട്ട് ബ്ലോക്ക് ചെയ്ത് റിപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്ത് രണ്ടുപേരെ ജയേഷ് അപ്പുറത്താരൊക്കെയായിരുന്നു ക്രോസ് കാറ്റ്മാൻ ബാരക് ഒസാമ കൊള്ളാം ഓക്കെ സോ ഗൈസ് ഞാൻ അങ്ങനെ ലൈവ് വന്നിരിക്കുകയാണ് ഫസ്റ്റ് ഗെയിം ഓഫ് ദ ഡേ തുടങ്ങാൻ പോവാണ് ലെറ്റ്സ് ഗോ
100% ലവൽ
അടുത്ത കളി പിടിക്കാം വണ്ണായി എടാ താങ്ക് യു €2 ബ്രോ എടാ ഷട്ടർ ഐലൻഡ് എടേ
have to learn main also today. Have to get battle.
സൈഫറിന്റെ ഐഡി ഇതാണ് ബിജോയ് 4224
Tactical but
ഇവന്റെ ഐഡിയ ഒക്കെ എടുത്ത് വെച്ച് നോക്കടേ ആരെയും കൂടെ കളിക്കണേ നോക്ക് മലയാളിയാണോ നോക്ക് ഒരു സംശയമുണ്ട്
stats when you play on different maps of how you approach around. Bro, you don't have to think so much.
എടാ ഓൺലൈനിൽ തന്നെ പിത്തളിച്ച് തരണം അറിയാന്നുള്ള പിത്തളിച്ച് ഇറക്കണം എന്തിനാണ് അങ്ങനെ ഇല്ല അങ്ങനെ ട്രിവാൻഡ്രത്ത് എന്തോ വന്നെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു
You don't have to think so much.
വിളിച്ചിട്ട് ഫോൺ പോലും എടുത്തില്ല
Flashing back.
വിലംബ്രോ കഴിഞ്ഞ കളി കളിച്ചില്ലേ വിലംബ്രോ വില്ലൻ ഒരു തളർന്ന് വീണെന്തോ ഉണ്ട് അവിടെ
You don't need to think so much and all, bro. Ranked and all will have a play bro.
ഇത് കൊള്ളൂല ഇത് ഗ്ലിച്ച് പോപ്പ് തന്നെയാണ് നല്ലത്
After next match, this guy will tell this.
ഏതാണ് ഇത്
People go and reach stage 3. In your account, I reached stage 3.
സ്കിൻ വെച്ച് കളിക്കാൻ ആരോ പറഞ്ഞായിരുന്നു ഇത് ഏത് കളിക്കും വാൻഡലുണ്ടല്ലേ
I reached Ascendant 3 in
കൊള്ളാമോ നിങ്ങളെന്നെ
Please use that. Is that comma the bear? No, comma not bear. Comma's hard to bear.
Match
അയ്യോ
found.
അതിടാൻ പറ്റിയില്ല ഷിറ്റ്
Fake Ascendant 3.
ബ്രോ ടീമിൻ്റെ ഒക്കെ എന്തായി ടീം ഉണ്ടാക്കി പക്ഷെ അവര് കുറച്ച് ബിസിയാണ് ഇപ്പൊ എക്സാം ഒക്കെയാണ് പിള്ളേർക്ക് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഒരാളെ കൂടെ വേണം അവിടെ എനിക്ക് ഐ ആം ലുക്കിംഗ് ഫോർ വൺ മോർ ഗൈ ബൂം
Missing bind map, no bro. Better only that no bind is there. तो likes हो जाता तो chat. हाँ channel मल्ली पढ़ पढ़ T1 video किसे सर. Help to दे chill पन रहा हो तो सुमा सोलिट करना है.
എടാ ഇത് മസ്റ്റ് വിന്നാണ് 100% വിക്ടറി ഗെയിം
First game trial ആണ്.
അത് ട്രയൽ അത് നമ്മൾ കളിച്ചില്ലല്ലോ നമ്മൾ വി ഡിഡ്ന്റ് പ്ലേ ദാറ്റ് ഗെയിം ദിസ് ഈസ് അവർ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഗെയിം ഇത് വിന്നാ ഇത് വിന്നാ നിങ്ങൾ എല്ലാവരും വെയിറ്റ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുക ജയിക്കും വിലംബ്രോ ജയിപ്പിക്കൂലംബ്രോ എന്തെങ്കിലും ചെയ്യാൻ
എനിക്ക് ഞാൻ മടുത്ത് മിന്നി ഞാൻ 2-3 ദിവസം കൊണ്ട് മടുത്ത് എന്നാലും ചോദിക്കും അസെൻഡന്റ് 2 ഡയമണ്ട് 3 ഡയമണ്ട് 2 പോകുന്നു
നമ്മളൊന്ന് നമ്മളെ ഗ്രിപ്പ് കിട്ടിയാൽ മതി നമ്മളെ ഗ്രിപ്പ് കിട്ടിയാൽ നമ്മൾ
അൺഫ്രണ്ട് ചെയ്താ ചിലപ്പോ നമ്മൾ
പിത്തൽജി അൺഫ്രണ്ട് ചെയ്യണം കേട്ടാ പിത്തൽജി ജോക്കി അവരൊക്കെ ഒരേ ഇതാണ് ബാബു ചന്ദ്രൻ ഞാൻ ഇവരെ കമ്പനി വിടുക
Hello village ചേട്ടാ.
ഫസ്റ്റ് ഗെയിം സ്വിഫ്റ്റ് പ്ലേ കളി
which headphone you use?
These are the G733s.
Oh, these.
No, I use IEMs only, but these I don't know why I have. I use Moondrop Blessing 3, bro.
Oh, you have Blessing 3.
Yeah. No, bro. Anna is there in my life. Anna's IEMs I stole and killed. Sentinels.
IEM you stole.
VLT Sentinels IEM I stole and killed.
Next time you steal, take 2.
Take 3.
Take 3.
If I take 2, villain only will get it first because he's in Hyderabad.
Then don't take.
Don't take 2, Jim. Hi, Balku. And players are coming bootcamp. They're coming after the 8th. They start coming.
എടാ നമ്മളിത് എങ്ങനെ ജയിക്കും? ഇത് എങ്ങനെ ജയിക്കും? വിലംബ്രോ എങ്ങനെ ജയിക്കും നമ്മളെ? ഞാൻ കുറച്ച് മിണ്ടാ നിൽക്കുക. ആദ്യത്തെ 10 സെക്കൻഡ് എനിക്ക് ജീവനോടെ ഇരുന്ന് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എനിക്കൊരു ഏതാണ്ട് ഒരു ഐഡിയ കിട്ടി ഈ കളിയിൽ എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് നടക്കണമെന്ന്. ഒരു 10 സെക്കൻഡ് ജീവിച്ചിരിക്കുകയാണേ.
Enemy spotted B. Reloading.
വാ സീ വാ മൂട്.
Yeah.
They must have pushed the long care.
You come garage, no? You guys come garage. I'll come Silo.
Yeah. Okay.
Get it. Main.
Illa. Clean on.
Wrong info giver.
Flank care jam.
Yo, enna kollane.
Ready 90 tag. Sova 90. Get to 50. Sova 90.
Last player standing.
GG bro.
He's 90 bro.
Sorry dude. I lagged out.
Nice try. Cypher 3 kill എടുത്തു. നമ്മൾ വിഷങ്ങള്. We are noob idiots.
Okay, time to wake up guys. Abhi dekho cheta. Gone. Over. Khatam.
I still can't get over that owl silver. It's so cute. Why is it so cute?
Ippo vara nan Kumbalangi Knights faadanu. Ippathil njan ആരംഭം ആവേശം ഫാദാണ്.
ആരെ എഴുതി കൊടുത്തിട്ട് വായിക്കുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ.
ഇല്ല.
എന്താ പറയാ I didn't hear. എടാ 2 stack 3 stack കളിയാടാ നീ. അത് കളിക്കുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക്
revealing area. Reloading.
Dropping smoke.
80 Sova. Vinny.
Backside cage.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
No info. Garage.
Please. Nice now.
Oh, Rain and Bathura became one.
They're feeling frazzled.
Shame. But I did a Kali on the
Reina's mic is so loud dude.
Reina, which mic are you using?
Hello, कैसा है?
Which one?
What the fuck?
Wow, it is nice.
And they were playing.
The mic and care
ഒന്ന് കേട്ടില്ല.
Bro, why is your voice so deep?
That's all they get.
ഞാൻ ഡ്രോൺ ചെയ്യാം.
Bro, നാളെ exam ആണ് പഠിക്കാനുള്ള എന്തെങ്കിലും
Even double.
No sir.
എന്തെങ്കിലും എന്നെ വാർത്ത പഠിക്കാൻ ഇരിക്കേണ്ടി വരും. നീ വേണമെങ്കിൽ പഠി. വേറെ നിനക്കാ നീ പഠിച്ചാൽ നിനക്കുള്ള അത്രല്ല എന്നെ പണിയുണ്ട് അവന്റെ ബാക്കാണ്.
I'm coming late garage. Hold up.
ഞാൻ മടുത്ത് ഞാൻ കളിക്കുന്നില്ല പേരച്ച കളി
നിർത്ത് വിലംബ്രോ.
റബ്ബർ ഓട്ടം.
One enemy remaining.
എന്നെ അവരെ അടിച്ച് കായലിക്കണേനെ വിലംബ്രോ.
But I'm serious about what?
Bottom 2 cup chai ho jaye.
അയ്യോ അത് എനിക്കാണല്ലോ.
നമുക്കാണ് നമുക്ക്
Bro,
3
how do I change the audio setting?
ഓടിപ്പോയി അടിക്കണോ?
I want to go pro now. Suggest me things. I want to focus. Bro, first if you want to go pro,
ए
become
पर
radiant.
ठुकाई
Bro.
करके आते हैं.
What the fuck?
चुप.
La.
भोसड़ी के. बिल्कुल चुप.
Audio.
चुप भोसड़ी के. बिल्कुल चुप.
It's getting annoying now, dude.
बाबू भैया स्मोक चाहिए.
ജോക്ക് എന്തോ വരുന്നത്.
അല്ലടാ അത്
1 CT then. Oh, 120. Tap one in the smoke.
Bro, can you clear angles with the draw? Okay. ബാങ്കിലേക്ക് പൈല്ലേ ഇല്ല.
No more. Shock dart.
Bro, I thought I cleared only, bro. Sorry,
भाई
Chandra.
शॉट से थोड़ा जल्दी तो आ जाओ.
രണ്ട്
अरे नहीं, वहाँ से बहुत जल्दी घुस गए तुम लोग. कुछ क्लियरेंस नहीं था हमें यहाँ से. या फिर तुमको ही वहाँ से उसके क्लियर करने में हेल्प करना पड़ेगा.
My bad, bro. My drone was bad. I can drop one.
മാർഷൽ എനിക്കൊരു
अब चल.
ഞാൻ
अस्त्रा आई थिंक sort of pocket create कर रहा है जेट.
ഞാൻ മാസ്റ്റർ തരാം.
മാർഷൽ എനിക്ക് ഇവന്മാരെ വോളിയം കുറയുന്നത് ഭയങ്കര ഇയർ ക്യാൻസർ വരെ ശബ്ദം. എടാ വെയിറ്റ് ഡോൺ കമ്മേ വരല്ലേ ബ്രോ മാറിയില്ലേ ഡോൺ
അവൻ വരുന്നില്ല. അവൻ WK ആണ് മിന്നി. നമ്മുടെ സൈഫർ
ഇവിടെയാടാ ഞാൻ കേറണേ.
I'll smoke, wait.
No peeking.
Shock dart.
Come back.
I'll recon B, walk up A.
Revealing area.
ബാക്ക് സൈഡ് ജെറ്റ് റൊട്ടേറ്റ് ചെയ്തു.
ये थे.
Evaram. Go A, guys.
ये है.
ഇല്ല
Smoke. Smokes. Back side है.
11 seconds.
120 bro. Trade ले लो. अरे 120. अरे.
Down A.
Refreshing.
Hunt. 1 went then.
30 seconds left. Last player standing.
He is 1 HP. Astra 1 HP. And
ആ ഡ്യൂൽ എടുക്കണ്ട.
ट्रेड लेने में बहुत टाइम लगा.
Top 20 and all also not need, bro. Become top 100. You need to get recognized, bro. What will you do becoming pro in India, brother? No scope for anybody to.
അങ്ങനെ ആയടാ ഞാൻ ലൈക്ക് BCT മോസ്റ്റ് യൂസ്ഡ് ഏജന്റ്സിനെ വെച്ച് ഗ്രൈൻഡ് ആക്കുന്നത്. ബട്ട് ദിസ് ലോഗ് റിയലി
Chill only, you guys are getting unlucky.
Next round buy आएगा ऐसा करते हैं.
ഇക്കോ ആണോ അറൗണ്ട് ഇക്കോ വന്നാ.
Scanning ahead.
ഇത് എവിടെയാണ് ഇവന് ഓടി പോണേ?
ഓടി ബാക്ക് സൈഡ് ചത്താളിയാ.
2C.
I have this
No,
spike for some
no.
reason.
എനിക്ക്
2C. One more C.
സീലോങ് വിലംബ്രോ സീലോങ്.
ഓ
അതെനിക്ക് വിലംബ്രോ ഇത് കളിച്ചാ അത് ഞാൻ കളിക്കാം. അത് വാ വെയിറ്റ്.
I can't read Malayalam or Tamil. Ichi. I mean, I understand you have to go pro, bro, but if you're not dreaming of go pro, being an ascendant one player, grind until there. How do you grind?
अच्छा private है मैंने.
Planted the spike.
No info.
My ult's ready.
അവൻ A പ്ലെയർ ആയിരുന്നു. അവൻ എവിടെ വേണേലും വരാം.
എങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ജയിച്ച്
ഓപ്പൺ ടോപ്പ്.
I hate to say it,
Go
but
Heartstag Silver, bro.
probably best to play as a team.
സിൽവറാ.
Spike कोई तो ले लो.
ഈ കളിയിൽ എന്തായാലും കളർ കൂടി അടിക്കൂ.
Revealing area.
Reloading.
ഞാൻ ഓടാം.
എടാ
ആ
എനിക്ക് വയ്യളിയാ. ആരെങ്കിലും ഒരാൾ ഫ്രണ്ട് കേറളിയാ.
ഞാൻ ഓടാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞപ്പോഴേ മിന്നി ചത്തു.
Stay down.
I have the spike.
അനങ്ങണ പോലും ഇല്ല. ആ കുഴപ്പമില്ല കളികൾ.
Hi, bro. Fuck.
Dropping smokes.
I have the spike. ജഡ്ജ് മാത്രം വെച്ച് കളിക്കുള്ള. Standing ahead. Planted.
8 seconds I can smoke.
Last player standing.
Both.
Oi.
Anti.
Hey, Oma, this Judge Bro, what the? Sorry.
ഞാനല്ല ജെറ്റ് റെയിനയാണ് നിന്റെ കൂടെ കളിച്ച റെയിന.
ഇല്ല ജെറ്റ് അല്ല ജഡ്ജ്.
ഒരു കാര്യം എടാ നമുക്ക് സി അങ്ങ് അടിച്ച് കയറിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കാൻ. They don't have cipher. Let's go see.
मुझे ऑफ लेने गया था सर.
सीवा विलंब. I can drop one.
You drop
सी पर काट कर आते.
On.
Drop है ना जोइस. जोइस. രണ്ടും തരാം. Both ask. Batura ask
what?
Take this.
Hey, no need. Why?
No, I have ulti.
Okay.
Easy win.
You want drone or anything?
धुआं दे दे जल्दी
Yeah,
साइड पर.
drone first.
उनका गेम है.
4v5 after drone will go. എടാ എല്ലാം പൊട്ടിച്ചേർന്ന് എൻ്റെ തോക്കില്ല. ആകെ നൈഫ്.
നോക്കിടുന്നു. നോക്ക് വീണു.
ഇല്ല യാരല്ല. Revealing.
Scanning ahead.
भाई लेफ्ट तो देख लो एटलीस्ट मैं राइट देखूं.
Dark.
One enemy remaining.
അവനെ അടിച്ച് കായലിൽ കളഞ്ഞല്ലേ.
कुछ भी कहो बॉटम फ्रैगर तो रंडी है.
Bro, I muted this Reina, bro.
अरे 2 day കൊണ്ട്
तेरी माँ की भोसड़ी के.
अकाउंट ആണ് ബട്ട് ഡബിൾ റാം.
तेरी माँ. वो भी तेरी माँ. तेरी माँ.
What the fuck?
तेरी माँ.
Stealing sight.
Receiving area. ആരാ അത് ഓഫ് ചെയ്യണം. ബാഡി എടുത്ത് അടിക്കുന്നാലും. A fine day.
बड़ो.
Both city pushing.
Spike down. C. Last player standing.
तेरी माँ.
One enemy remaining.
ക്ലച്ച് ഉറപ്പ് വേണ്ട ക്ലച്ച് ചെയ്ത്.
तेरी माँ.
Snack time.
Bro, PC cabinet sale.
Oh no, that guy is doing something on soundboard, bro.
तेरी माँ.
भिखारी बना के रख दिया है. ड्रॉप दे बेटी चोद.
तेरी माँ.
भिखारी बना के रख दिया है.
ഇവ മറ്റേതാ ബോട്ട്.
soundboard.
चुप हो जा रंडी.
സൗണ്ട് ബോട്ടാണ് ബോട്ടിനെയാണ് തള്ളക്കിരിക്കുന്നത് വെറുതെ. തെരിമാ മ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് തെരിമാ മ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തേക്ക്.
रंडी साइड हो जा.
എവിടെ പോണാ
पुलिस
Nice one. Now what? Let's rotate. We gave him. Now we can go back. കമ്പിയിൽ എടുത്ത ആള് കാണാം.
ഓടുന്നോട്ടോ അങ്ങോട്ട്. 9 സെക്കൻഡ് സ്മോക്ക് വരും.
One CT close.
Play on contact.
Yeah.
William bro, idu pacha petti pacha petti. Behind you. Help.
Yeah, chill.
Nice. William bro, contact തിരിഞ്ഞോല് നോക്കില്ലല്ലേ മതിലിന്.
ഇല്ല.
बी पर हमला बोल कर आते हैं.
तेरी माँ.
बरसी खतन गैसी हो पाजी, लस्सी निकालो. चुप मादर चुप.
അതേ ഇതിനെന്നെ കൊടുത്തടാ. ഞാൻ അതും കൂളറും കൂടെ നല്ല റേറ്റിനും കൊടുത്തു.
बॉटम फ्रैगर रंडी. बॉटम फ्रैगर रंडी. कुछ भी कहो. बॉटम फ्रैगर तो रंडी है.
ऑलरेडी म्यूटेड हिम.
कुछ भी कहो. बॉटम फ्रैगर तो रंडी है. कुछ भी कहो. बॉटम फ्रैगर तो रंडी है. कुछ भी कहो. बॉटम फ्रैगर तो रंडी है. ए मादर चोद. ए पे अल्लाहू अकबर करके आते हैं.
What the fuck?
ഇവൻ എന്തോ കഴിവറാ മോനെ.
ए पे अल्लाहू अकबर करके आते हैं.
എടാ ഇവനെ മ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടേ ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്.
വിലംബ്രോ എ ഷോട്ടോ അതൊരു പൊക്കോളൂ. പിന്നെ ഇവിടെ ഗണ്ണെടുത്തോണ്ട് അവന്റെ കണ്ടാ. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ ഇതുവഴി വന്നില്ലായിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ വലിയ നഷ്ടമായി പോലെ.
सिटी आ रहा है. रहना भी बीच से सिटी आ रहा है.
Okay.
Remaining.
Nice.
Last round before the switch.
Mute karo please.
ഈ ഉച്ചയ്ക്ക് ലൈവ് വരുമ്പോ എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒരു ക്ഷീണമാണ്. ആരും ചാറ്റൊന്നും ചെയ്യൂല. അണ്ണങ്ങളി പോളാൻഡിനെ അണ്ണങ്ങളി. Okay guys, listen. We can easily win this. All we have to do is
बॉटम फ्रैगर कुछ करेगा भोज दिखे.
വോയിസ് ആയിട്ട് പറയാനായിട്ടാ
अभी बोलना था.
तेरी माँ.
बताओ.
Yeah, close left.
ഹൈറ്റിൽ നിന്ന് അടിക്കുന്നവൻ എന്നെ.
गांड में आग लग गई. जल्दी आओ.
रोटेट go there.
ഇല്ല.
One enemy remaining.
Nest also somewhere over there, bro.
Today match maybe not sure.
അതൊക്കെ എന്തൊരു അവസ്ഥയല്ലേ. ഏജ് തട്ടി. ഇവനെ ഓട്ടിക്കണ കൊല്ല രക്ഷിക്കണ.
गंड वे प्लांट कर.
ഹായ്. മെനണ സുഖല്ലേ സ്നേഹ സുഖം നിനക്കാ.
चलो.
ഓ ബത്തൂര രാമൻ.
Ramana.
Switching sides.
Ramana.
No.
ശ്രീരാം.
Oh, Jai Shri Ram. Oh. Okay.
ക്രിസ്റ്റൽ റൗണ്ട് ഷെറിഫ് ഉറപ്പ് സാരൊക്കെ നീ പറഞ്ഞത് ഞാൻ വാങ്ങിച്ചത് ഒരുമിച്ച് മനസ്സിലായി. നമ്മൾ ഒരുമിച്ച് ഒരുപോലെ ചിന്തിക്കുന്ന രണ്ടുപേരും.
Take my sheriff, bro. Take my sheriff.
2000 പറ്റിയാണ്.
Take my sheriff. No.
അയ്യോ.
Bella skin.
Oh, which one?
In this, I think overdrive I have. Yeah, overdrive.
Oh, overdrive is pretty good. Yeah. No, don't reveal.
Oh, okay, done.
Come from Asia if you want.
No, chill. I'll play side. Here, see.
The rolling thunder കാണാൻ പറ്റുമോ നിങ്ങൾക്ക്?
There.
Rolling thunder കാണാൻ പറ്റില്ല കേട്ടോ.
പേടാ.
Train away.
Spike planted.
Scanning ahead.
Last player standing.
എടാ അവിടെ സീറ്റിന്ന് പുഷ് ചെയ്തില്ലേ അളിയാ?
We get a pick, we move in. Got it?
This game is so annoying, bro.
ആരാണ് ഈ സറണ്ടർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്?
റെയ്നാണ്.
Trying to surrender.
Stop bottom, bro.
നമ്മളെ കളി തോറ്റേ ബ്രോ. എങ്ങനെയും ജയിപ്പിക്കും.
बॉटम 2 कप चाय हो जाए.
ഇനി വയ്യ.
सी पर काट कर आते हैं. हा हा हा. गांड में आग लग गई.
എനിക്ക് മൗസ് ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു തുടങ്ങി. This new mouse is good.
Penny bro. രാത്രി ലൈവ് വരണ്ട.
രാത്രി ലൈവ്
ചിലപ്പോ
ഒന്നുകൂടെ പുഷ് ചെയ്ത് വന്നു.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
എന്നോട് പോയടാ. അയ്യോ കൊല്ലായിരുന്നു. 100 ടാഗ് ജെറ്റ് 100 ടാഗ്.
I'm too fat for this game, bro.
എടാ സീറ്റ് പറടാ എന്തിനു പറ്റി?
We are strong because
Hello, again.
ചുമ്മാ ചോദിച്ചതാ.
don't forget that.
നോക്കട്ടെ.
Hello Z2 big fan, bro.
Hi Lord Bathura bro, big fan.
எப்படியா இருக்க? அன்னைக்கு ஒரு chatல பார்த்தபோது சொன்னேன் இவர்ட்ட.
நல்லா இருக்கு.
Yes. ഇവിടെ ഞാൻ I'll try to play.
Yeah, play.
ഇതിന്റെ ഔട്ട്ലോ വിളയാട്ടം. എന്നെ ചത്ത ഞാൻ ചത്ത ഓപ്പണം വിചാരിച്ചാൽ മതിയായിരുന്നു. അവര് പറഞ്ഞു 18,000 പേര് പറഞ്ഞുണ്ട്. എനിക്ക് ഒരിക്കലും കില്ല് കിട്ടൂല.
See sound one. And outside seat.
Jet seat. ജയിക്കണം.
One outside garage also.
എല്ലാ ആംഗിളും ഓപ്പൺ ആണ്. ഒരു കാര്യം ഇത് വിട്ടു കൊടുക്കാം.
Going C, I think. Going C.
Open your cage.
Number A കയറി കാണാൻ.
Going back. Here.
Full running race ആണ് in the game.
अरे यार. Shotgun. Yes, shotgun.
അവിടെ രണ്ട്.
Enemy down.
Okay.
KJ was also mid.
Enemy remaining.
He was mid. Nice.
Spike down. C. 30 seconds.
35. Nice.
It was
Nice. Guns. Oh, Recon
Spectre ആണ്.
I'll do it.
Recon Phantom feels so good.
1380 के दे पता नहीं होगा तो होगा.
Flow വാങ്ങിച്ചു കൊടുക്കാവനെ. ബ്രോ.
ഞാൻ ചോറ് കഴിക്കുന്നു.
Bro, in Hyderabad you live with family, bro. Villain?
Minimum one time, mate.
Villain, you live with family, bro, in Hyderabad?
Yeah, with my wife.
പിഴച്ച തോക്കളിയാ. വാൻഡലാണ്. അത് കില്ലാണ്. മയിര് 140 ടാഗ് റെയ്ന 140. ഏടാ എന്ത്
Get outside. Getting C, I think.
Garage.
ATV.
Yeah.
revealing area.
Garage.
Ajay.
Spike planted. Last player
One more
standing.
backside.
It's okay.
Don't die first.
Stay alive. I want their thank you.
Bro,
Bro, Villain bro, give Sheriff, request Sheriff skin.
Could have a drop.
Behind you. PC specs किसको पता? Gaming PC में 3080 है, इसमें 2070 है.
विंडो पिक्चर अടിക്കാം വാ. വിൻഡോ പിക്ചോ ഇതാ മതി. അവിടെ നിന്ന് അങ്ങനെ.
Scanning ahead.
ആണ് ഇത്.
ये clean ആണ്.
Shoulder G.
CC.
Kill bro in the smoke. Nice kill.
Nice.
Alt if you can. Gunno.
Bro, I think they're playing.
Anyone bought this round?
No, bro.
Take this gun. I'll op.
Nobody died.
यारो चेतिला.
പിന്നെ അടുത്ത കളി വാങ്ങിക്കാം.
बॉटम 2 कप चाय हो जाए.
Bro, your bottom like since the beginning of the match.
So it doesn't matter, dude. Chill, bro. It doesn't matter.
തെരിമാ.
Genuinely, it doesn't matter. Chill.
Don't get ready.
I'm chill, bro. I'm just.
वही troll कर रहा है just.
चुप भोसड़ी के.
ये लो multiple.
बाबू भैया स्मोक चाहिए. नहीं चाहिए.
അക്ഷയ് നിന്നെ കണ്ടിട്ട്.
Oh my god, I got fisted.
Shock dart.
Bro.
Reloading.
Two.
Hi.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Spike down A.
Short.
Revealing area.
Reloading.
വരട്ടെ.
Spike on main.
Pick with me.
ബ്രോ കീ കൊടുക്കല്ലേ.
Come back, bro.
Nice.
ബ്രോ തിരി.
बॉटम 2 कप चाय हो जाए.
I'll go see again.
ഞാൻ ഒരു വല്ലാത്ത കളിയാണല്ലേ വിലം ബ്രോ.
ഇരം ബ്രോ എന്താ വേണ്ടൽ?
സത്യം പറയാലോ എനിക്ക് ഒരു ഓർമ്മയില്ല.
Champion.
പേരേ കണ്ടിട്ടില്ല.
I think champion. This one you take if you want.
You. Tell me payment sound right now.
One C.
Oh my bad, bro. I do not have this. 78 extra, bro. Only one was there. If I do it, yeah. Planting.
Spike planted.
Network problem.
You want to fight it?
I am the hunter.
Oh, എന്താ ചന്തി.
Let's save, bro. Save.
Save ചെയ്തു മന്നി.
Yes.
Shot in a storm.
There they are.
ഇവൻ വരും. അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ.
അവന്റെയൊക്കെ കളിപ്പുള്ള നമ്മള്.
Oh, this reminds me of this one.
Lucky.
ബ്രോ ചാറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് നോക്കൂ വിമൽ. ഞാൻ ഒറിജിനൽ ആണോ ഒന്ന്. ബ്രോ ഒറിജിനൽ ആണോ?
നിന്റെ വീട്ടിൽ വിളിക്കുന്ന വിമൽ.
അവന്റെ സെക്കൻഡ് അക്കൗണ്ട്. റിവീൽ ഒന്ന് പഠിച്ചില്ലോ. റിവീൽ.
You want reveal?
Don't reveal, just break the reveal. എന്താ ഓർഡിനെ കൊണ്ടിട്ടേക്കണേ?
Enemy spotted A.
കുഴപ്പമില്ല. Shot already.
Enemy spotted.
Nowhere to run.
Right drop.
Spike down A.
Enemy spotted A.
Down A. One enemy remaining.
അത് സീൻ ഷോട്ട് ബെന്നി ബ്രോ 2 ഷോട്ട് നൈസ് ആണ് നൈസ് ആണ്
വാസ് ദാറ്റ് എ നോ സ്കോപ്പ് എന്ന് ചോദിക്കുന്നുണ്ട് എല്ലാവരും. പറഞ്ഞോട് ആരാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞോട്.
എല്ലാരും ഉണ്ടെന്നല്ലോ അത് മതി.
Phantom later. Go down, hello, be back.
Dropped in a smoke.
Long but don't smoke. Smoke now. Smoke here. Smoke now, bro.
Sorry, my bad.
Go with that.
Check garage.
Mid, bro. One mid.
No.
എടാ എന്താണ് എനിക്ക് എല്ലാ ആംഗിളും കൂടെ ഇങ്ങനെ എടുക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. ബി എല്ലാം ബ്രോ നോൺ ഇസ് പ്ലേയിങ് ബി ഓർ വാട്ട്?
They all rotated, bro.
On me. Weak.
Scanning ahead.
One enemy remaining.
One last one more.
40 tag.
Wait.
40 last kill long.
I'll try.
You can rotate. You can hold this rotation. I think. That's better.
Cage triggered. 30 seconds left.
What's
Inside, side. Back side.
Let Clo play first, bro. Clo has ult.
Yeah, I'm just. He went long. Just to come back again. No time.
I think he will come back. No time.
See.
Came back.
10 seconds left.
Take Cypher. Nice.
रियलिटी के मैच कब है? मेड 10 के बाद है कुछ है.
Match point.
10 या कुछ है.
ഗരാജ് ഒരു ടാരറ്റ് ഉണ്ട്. മൊത്തം പാക്കറ്റ് ലോക്ക് കളിക്കാൻ പറ്റണില്ല.
ഡൗൺലോഡ് ആണോ?
ഇങ്ങനെ തന്നെ ഇപ്പൊ ഈ ജിയോ എന്താ അണ്ടിയ കണക്ഷനാണ്.
Mid multiple. Two mid window.
You should run.
KJ and jet shot.
He's lagging.
Banana garage.
Revealing area.
Banana outside B now.
Going for? Look at the C orb. They're going C. Come.
Banana is hopping.
Banana is open.
Deploying drone.
One garage.
One close left. One towards garage. Recon in 10.
Player standing.
My mouse auto scrolled, bro.
ബ്രോ ഗരാജ് എന്താ വിടമ്പോഴാണ് നിന്നത്?
അല്ല എന്താണ്?
ഇല്ല എന്റെ അടുത്ത് ഓട്ടോ ഓടിക്കുന്നത്.
I'll do A again.
വിടമ്പോഴ് കണ്ണു കാണിച്ചാ ഞാൻ
रियलिटी का स्किन का बारे में भाई उसके तो बहुत टाइम हो गया.
നിങ്ങളുടെ വോയിസ് ഒക്കെ ബ്രേക്ക് ആവുന്നുണ്ട്.
Revealing area.
കത്തി എടുത്താ തോറ്റ്. അങ്ങനെ ജിജി വിളിക്കുമ്പോ
Like I never left.
One enemy remaining.
Yes. അയ്യോ എവിടെയാണോ കണ്ടില്ല പെട്ടെന്ന്
അപ്പൊ ലക്കി പറഞ്ഞ ചാറ്റ് എന്നെ വിളിച്ച് കാണിച്ച നന്നായി. എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു കാരണം വേണം.
ചലോ മനുഷ്യരാ ഞാൻ തുടങ്ങി മീൻസ് ലീവിംഗ് ഓൺലി നോ.
Oh, you are going? No. തുടങ്ങി means
Right,
beginning.
starting.
ഞാൻ ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് തുടങ്ങി.
Okay, opposite of തുടങ്ങി. Opposite തുടങ്ങി ഇറങ്ങി.
ഞാൻ പോവാം.
Okay. ടാറ്റടാ. Well played ടാറ്റ.
Thank you.
Bye Bathura bro.
Bye mama.
അതെ
Bye.
മൂത്രപ്പട്ടി എന്നാണ് പേര്. മൂത്രപ്പട്ടി.
പേരൊന്നും ഇടുന്ന പരിപാടി ഇല്ലായിരുന്നു.
പേരൊക്കെ മൂത്രപ്പട്ടി എന്ന് പേര്.
അങ്ങ് തോന്നുമ്പോ
എന്റെ പേര് മൂത്രപ്പട്ടി. I understand this much. You guys are calling me മൂത്രപ്പട്ടി.
Not you. This is വിലംബ്രോ.
Bye guys.
He's bottom fragger. Okay, bye ടാ. ടാറ്റ.
You with Anki? किधर है अंकिता? सोलो खेल रही है क्या? नहीं, मैं रात को सोच रहा हूँ, रात को आके ये करूंगा बे, हॉरर स्ट्रीम. रात को आऊंगा ब्रो, हॉरर स्ट्रीम.
अब वो कहाँ है हमें क्या पता.
आज हॉरर स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ रात को, इसीलिए अभी एंड मतलब रात स्ट्रीम करता हूँ तो कौन सा गेम खेलो, लेकिन मेरे को तो अमेंटी खेलने का मन कर खेल लो क्या. I have layers of fear, but I'm thinking I should play. How much is Amenity? It's costly, no? Amenity and a horror game and mama. Dharma konista, please. Dharma konista 345 rupees and koniga please. Please. It's also some crazy game, bro. Until Dawn, it's 4,000 rupees. बतरे बुक्स किसकी है साइड में? मेरा ही है ब्रो. आई रीड अ लॉट ऑफ बुक्स. मेरा ही है. रीड अ लॉट ऑफ इस दो क्या कम्युनिटी में रुक. You love book reading? हाँ भाई, बहुत पढ़ता हूँ मैं. Love books. నిజమా పంపిస్తా ధర్మ స్టార్ట్ అయితే. भाई बुक्स पढ़ना चाहिए सबको. चलो मिलता हूँ रे, मैं रात को आके मिलता हूँ तुम लोग. चलो बाय बाय.